my God,
Yeah.
dude.
Screaming into the atmosphere. We're finally back, dude. We
Getting
were
fired up, dude. You got
We were
me.
two
You got me
ships
fucked up
about
right
Freud.
now. Yeah,
motherfucking Sigmund Freud.
psychoanalysis can go fuck itself.
That's a position held by a lot of people. That is a position held by a lot of people. But then there's, technically the talking cure did work. Letting people talk, and rearrange their basically symbolic self. There's something to that as well. Talking, and going, oh, wait a second.
Yeah,
So you can glean an insight. You can glean a valuable insight that only you can experience as being completely valid.
through conversation.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's the argument against therapy. Some people say like, dude, we're basically prostituting a form of relationship that should just be held,
Hell yeah.
but that's I see both sides of it. I absolutely see both sides.
Yeah, I could see it working. If you didn't have any buddies,
Yeah.
no brewskis and buds,
no brewskis, no.
no brewskis and buds. You're gonna need to hire someone to talk to.
True.
You can't go down to the local B-dubs and chat it out and go, fucking my wife is such a fucking cunt. Yes, could we get another picture?
Or you might want to access something outside of your context.
I'll get 10 garlic parm. My wife's a cunt. And all your buddies go, yeah, dude, my wife's a
dude.
cunt. And then you go, yeah, but maybe I should have gone to her parents' house.
Yeah.
And they go, wow, I just saved $700 to listen to some fucking dickhead from NYU talk to me about, have you considered going to her parents' house?
Why? What do you? What comes up for you when you think about her parents' house? Like
What is it
extreme boredom.
What happened to you as a child that you don't want to go to her parents' house?
Yeah.
And you go, no, I'm just against being bored.
Like, wait a second. I had fucking parents.
Were you
Holy
ever
shit.
Were you ever bored at your home growing up? And you go, holy shit, I was. Well, this is a breakthrough. Well worth every penny.
I was basically
Thankfully.
molested by boredom.
Yeah.
There's an argument to like you can get outside of your context because if your beat up circle only has
Yeah.
access to a certain level of discourse, and then you're trapped
Within
in
the
this
beat-up
thing where you
circle.
either conform or the beat up circle,
The council, the high council,
just different sports jerseys. Like,
yeah.
my most trusted advisor.
My most trusted advisor, my friend in a Vikings jersey. God, these wings are hot today. They really fucking beat-ups makes them hot.
Your friend's eyes are just teary, his nose running. That truly sounds like hell. I feel sorry for you.
That's good though. You need the beat-ups council.
You do
need
need
the
the
beat-ups
beat-ups.
council to be like,
Bro.
dude, stop being gay. Fucking go do it.
You are 1,000% right about that. You need the B-Dubs Council.
Yes,
For sure.
And I do pity those without the beat-ups council.
It's true, man. You need to be, otherwise, you can get sucked into the absolute labyrinth that is your wife's brain. Because they are world builders, dude. They can create just the wildest world, and you need the B-Dubs Council to be like,
Yeah, you're not in that world.
because you get lost.
She's making the world up.
You will get lost in her world, dude. You will get lost.
God damn,
Without the B-Dubs Council,
going to your lady's house, just dreaming about being at the beat-ups council instead. Can't wait to get out of here to go straight to the dubs, dude.
the garlic parm.
The garlic parm. Ooh-wee. Man, that was a major issue in a previous relationship of going.
B-Dubs Council.
Going to her family's house for like holidays and shit.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been almost every relationship, but there was one particular one, an old one that was I couldn't do it. It was just women. There was literally zero B-Dubs council within the family house.
Bro, you need, I'm telling you, that is a real thing.
It's
And
they would sit and just talk about stuff.
Yeah.
They would talk about, they're like, oh, at Macy's, they have a sale on these. And then the other girl would go, oh, I need to get down there. At Boscov's, they're selling these blenders for 30% off.
dude, it's
I
insane.
go, these are really good blenders.
They're birds. They're birds grabbing twigs for their nest. It's insane. I'm telling you, if you don't have, you can be the hardest strain of feminism, whatever. But I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to own babes, but it's like if there's not a dude around
Yeah.
for years, you need it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the chicks go crazy, dude.
You need someone talking football in World War II.
You'd absolutely need that.
Otherwise,
Or just
yeah.
a guy going, "What are you worried about?" Yeah, that's not real. And they go, "Oh, okay, thank you." because they will spin themselves out into oblivion. Chicks can hold, I think, like 6 thoughts in their head at once. It's a fucking curse. I swear to God, they're
Hydra.
running. They're running on just like, it's insane.
The Hydra's in there, just like, yeah, she called you fat. The blender is good. Nah.
I caught a glimpse one time. I've talked about this before.
B-dubs again. Get him.
Call him right now.
Ruined the council.
I think your stomach hurts. Yeah. Yeah, dude, there's one time, because you know when you're like at nighttime when you're falling asleep, that's when your brain can really just kick it into gear and you're like, what's going on? One time, like Brittany was breathing heavy. I'm like, what's up with you? And she went, blah, 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 and named like 14 things in 10 seconds. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
what the fuck?
God
I
damn.
was like, you're running like 6 fucking worries at once.
Yeah.
I'll get home and just be like, I was a fucking idiot tonight. And it's just I was one track. She was like doom, 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 past, present, future, 3 different people. And it was just like, what the fuck? I was like, whoa, just stop.
Yeah.
Okay, just lay down. Although I'll say the ultimate cure, especially for the babes, like, you know, when you talk and they're like, I don't want to solve my problem. You just got to grab them. You have to just squeeze them.
Yeah.
You just literally need to squeeze babes and be like, just shush. It works. You can talk all you want. They just need to be squeezed and hugged. And then
I like that point.
And you rub their bellies.
You got to squeeze them. And then you squeeze them and you go, ooh, this feels good. Maybe I should touch you.
Parlay that in. Yeah, I've been much more forceful. I was talking about it with Lemaire.
Sexually?
Yeah. Not like forceful, but like I've been putting it on the table, man.
Yeah, you
I've been
got
letting
to.
it be known. Like, look, I'm a man, goddammit.
I am a man.
I'm a man and I have needs, goddammit. And I don't guilt. I go, look, if you don't want to do this, that's fine. I will not hold it against you, although I will. Deep down inside.
Oh.
Deep down inside. I'll
Subconscious.
piss. Yes, dude.
Of course.
But I will be like, no, for real, I'm not mad. And then I'll like just,
That's just your ego.
her arm will
dude.
touch me and I'll go,
Yeah.
sure, are you mad? No, I'm not.
I'm not mad. Why would I be mad?
Get off me.
You're my only outlet for sexual pleasure and you're not giving it to me. Yeah. I'm not mad.
Yeah, man.
That's fine with me.
Especially off the nog, especially since my governor is saving me.
The governor has, I forget every single time I forget.
And you go,
I go, ooh.
they go, license and registration.
I haven't done this in a few days. And they go,
Yeah.
I'm going to need to see your license. I go, God damn it.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
I can't believe
Because I'm a big,
Texas-
disgusting pervert, maybe?
Texas took the nog from us. I refuse to go to another website.
Really?
I
Are you
refuse.
hitting them with the photo ID?
No, I haven't. I've been off the nog.
You've just been off the
When I'm
nog?
home, I'm off the nog.
Damn, so you wait till you
It's a
travel.
tough stretch.
Yeah.
We're going to test the nog this week. This is a tough stretch. I'm home for a few weeks. We're going to see what happens.
You might fall to Reddit porn. I have never done the Reddit porn. Everyone I
turns
talk
out
to.
OnlyFans is legal here. I might have to
Oh.
become a little fat pay pig.
Get some girlfriend.
Although I've seen OnlyFans and they're never great.
Really?
I don't think
I don't think
people
I've-
are having sex or anything. It's just like a girl's boobs. You go, God damn it, I wanted to see you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure there's ladies out there going
Yeah.
hog wild, but I haven't found them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're probably thinking of just like Rachel Dolezal's OnlyFans.
Yeah, I get tricked.
That's probably straight up boobs.
I've been tricked on Instagram.
I'll be honest. I've got myself. So I went off no porn all of Lent. I'm still on no porn, but I'm back to the point where I can fire up like chicks in bathing suits.
Yeah.
I can do a bikini fap, which is, dude, you feel like nice.
Just fapping feels good, dude.
Fapping
Just
does.
jacking
feel
off on your own. Just
Although
in
if
a
you
dark
get-
room,
But
quiet.
did you ever get into the weird thing where you're just like, I'm jerking off a guy? That
No.
fucks me up. I'll get into that. Where I'm
That's
like,
Freud,
I'm
dude.
Jerking a guy
That's Freud,
off.
dude. You're
It's
just
true.
jacking off. Just relax.
I know.
Just relax.
But you're jerking off a guy and you are liking getting jerked off by a guy.
Analyzing instinct and thought bothers me so
It's
much.
not an instinct. Jerking off is a technology.
Jerking off is pure instinct.
It's technology.
It's pure
It's
instinct.
tech. It's big tech.
The phone is part of the tech. Just jacking off. Dudes have been whacking off. That was step one.
True, but like the wheel is tech. Fire's technically tech. It's a natural.
I think it's like in the Bible, like don't fucking jack off, dude. That was day one.
Was
shit.
it really?
I don't know.
It's not jacking off. Is jacking off in the Bible? I don't think it's in the Bible. I just think like your dad couldn't catch you or else you had to like leave the country. I think if your dad caught you fapping,
Yeah,
you had to like
exile.
go into exile. You had to like, take like 4 camels and just walk across the desert.
The Bible never specifically mentions masturbation.
What the hell am I worried about?
They're gonna hit you with some fucking purity, becoming sanctified, avoiding lust.
Yeah, but they were avoiding lust back then because you would like knock a lady's tent down and like eat her ass in the middle.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, dudes were
Yeah.
getting mega horny in
Yeah.
the desert. So they were like, yo, chill.
Bro, Romans 8:5-6 says, the mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the spirit is life and peace.
That's what I'm talking about.
The habit of self-pleasure is a great example of the flesh governing the mind. The
Damn.
flesh keeps governing the mind, dude.
It does.
Thankfully, the actual government governs my flesh and says
True.
you cannot watch Pornhub.
True.
I go, God damn it. If I could even get one of those gifts that they advertise with, I would fucking go nuts.
Thumbnails would be fine.
Thumbnail
bro.
is all the boy needs.
Thumbnails
Governor
are.
Abbott, release the thumbnails.
Oh, yo, did you notice how cool guys were about that, by the way? They like came after our reproductive rights and we were like, all right, whatever the state decides. We weren't fucking kicking up
It's
the fuss.
true. We became communists immediately. Like the state decides.
I saw a bumper sticker the other day. It said, if men could get pregnant, abortion would be a sacrament. And I was like, or maybe we would just handle it and shut the fuck up. That lady just
Damn, dude,
goaded
this is
me
a
on.
misogynist.
I know.
We're getting rowdy. No, it's
We're
not
getting
just you. I've been fired up.
But that lady
That
just,
Sigmund Freud bullshit fired me up. Now I'm based, bro. Fuck thought.
true.
That's the ultimate based.
That is, dude. And you might be onto something with that.
Yeah.
Fuck thoughts. Very Eastern, by the way.
Fuck thoughts, dude. Don't put that on me either. Don't you dare put that on me.
Very
You know,
Eastern.
I hate that's very Eastern.
Slash through the web of Maya.
Eastern medicine can go fuck itself, dude. I'm done with Eastern medicine.
Nah, it's gonna pervade our culture. It's coming.
It is here.
Oh, it's
Lemaire's in the house, dude. Eastern bullshit's here. Look at this shit he's drinking.
that's just Chinese grape soda. That's just Eastern medicine.
Damn, that's the fucking black nerd elixir, dude. That's crazy. Chinese grape soda. That's the high. That's every black nerd's dream.
That is high octane black nerd fuel.
When you sip it, it's like shing.
The cap. God damn it.
Where did you get the? Oh, there's that fucking store right up the street. Yeah.
I got it from Asashi. Yeah.
Was that like a sushi place?
No, it's like a Japanese market. It's pretty cool.
God damn, dude. That's pretty tight. You have access to a Japanese market.
Yeah.
It's just you and 12 other black nerds.
The fucking owner doesn't know who to follow. There's so many of you in there.
Just walking like this.
Bumping into each other. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me.
Just
After you, pardon me.
That's pure Metal Gear Solid, dude.
They're in boxes.
Damn, dude.
Snake.
What the hell was I thinking about?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
they
gotta
did-
tell you this. I gotta tell you this. This is what I was gonna tell you, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's funnier. So I went to. I'm the most sore I've ever been in my entire life. I
From
couldn't.
working out?
I couldn't sleep on. I couldn't lay on my side. My back.
Are you a
is-
side sleeper as well?
My back is butt fucked, dude. All right, pause. This guy. So I get in there. I was like, all right, I haven't worked out in a while. I'm gonna go to Rogan's, get a nice, easy one, hit the sauna. This will be a nice day. I get in. Of course, one of the Navy SEALs Navy SEAL security guys in there. He's like, "You ready to hit the gauntlet with me, brother?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm not hitting the fucking Navy SEAL gauntlet." And then he shamed me into it. He was like, "Come on, dude, come on."
Yeah. How could
It
you say
was-
no?
It was 9 different lifts and workouts, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off. You have to go 3 minutes to exhaustion on every single lift.
What?
Dude? It sucked. One of them was just hanging on the bar for 3
A
minutes.
dead hang?
It ruined me.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
hanging there. This muscle is it's ruined.
Hanging for a minute's fucking
And then he
hard.
was like, "All right, pop your shirt off." he was like, "We take our shirts off. It's gonna get hot in here." And I was like, I'm definitely not doing that. I'm not gonna work out in front of a mirror with my fucking shirt off right now." And he was like, "You need to find the problem areas." I was like, "Brother, the whole thing's a fucking. We don't need the shirt off to diagnose the problem area today."
I can feel them.
What are you talking about?
I can feel them moving when I stop.
The problem areas are shaking on every workout we're doing right now. I'm doing a curl and my hips are shaking. We don't need a shirt off for this. I thought you would enjoy that.
That is
Just-
so fucking funny.
honestly, driving over, I was like, this will be nice. It's just going to be me in there. It'll be nice and quiet.
Just Navy SEAL.
Bro, jacked Navy SEAL with his shirt off. Like,
How
you
would
ready to hit the fucking gauntlet?
Oh, how could
Like-
you have said no, though?
I hit the no instantly. I was like, dude, I'm not.
I would have signed up at a recruiter.
He's like, all right,
afterwards.
this workout, 3 minutes straight of pull-ups. I was like, dude, I
Oh my
can't do a
God.
pull-up. What are you talking about?
Damn,
I'll hang on the bar for 3 minutes
that's
to
so
exhaustion.
fucking
It was
hard.
impossible.
Jesus.
But I
Christ.
hung for like 30 seconds and then 5 seconds at a time after that.
Dude, that shit's hard,
It was impossible. The whole thing.
bro.
Just
I
a
would
jacked Navy SEAL yelling at you.
I would love that.
It felt
I would've
good
came
after
in
a
and
while.
been like,
It felt
yes,
good.
sir.
It felt pretty good after a while.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out there, brother.
Yeah.
Just lay down.
And
like,
just
"Get
him
me
being
up."
like, you're doing pretty good. I was like, thank you.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Thank you, daddy.
That's all I needed.
I
dude.
popped that top off. I was like, no, daddy. It'll ruin the workout, sir. I'll be done
Pop
working
that
out.
top off.
I'll
It's
be
so nice.
frozen in front of the mirror. I'll go, what have I done?
I just joined 24-hour fitness. I might start going with people like, pop that top. I might start stealing Valor.
Yeah.
You ready to hit the fucking
He was
punch?
hitting me with pure Andy Elliott.
Was he
he was
really?
Pop the top off. We need to see the problem areas. I was like, dude,
What?
no.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a bit much.
He was being friendly. It was funny.
You should have fucking
Just, yeah.
held nipples. Came
should've
out with
just-
a towel
Yeah, I
around
should
the
have
top.
instantly took my dick out and be like, that's the problem area. How do we get this bigger, brother?
My ass is all shitty.
My ass is flat and shitty.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I did burpees in the garage yesterday.
That's real tough, dude.
Pretty sick. 100
That's
burpees.
awesome.
100 burpees.
You got a good garage for it too.
I know, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But I who was kicking around? We had a home inspector kicking around. So I kept every time being there doing burpees and I'd hear him coming and be like,
Yeah, you got
"So, dude?"
just out of breath in the garage.
Like, what are you doing? I was like,
Well,
just working out out
Just
here.
had an argument with my wife. I'm shadowboxing. Shadowboxing in the garage as hard as I can.
I was there working out on my phone on my trash can, just playing like YouTube lectures. Came up with a new guy. I have a new YouTube crush. He's
Nice.
awesome. Dude, I think
Gotta hear it.
people know about him. Michael Sugru. He's an old school fellow. Look at that guy. He's an old school
Ooh, that's
professor.
nice.
He's really nice.
You love these chalk hands.
I like chalk
I
talk.
hate the chalk hands.
My thing is if they just have one, I'll sit through it. If they have one good idea that I can use, oh my
Yeah.
God. I've totally constructed a worldview. I had no worldview for the longest time, and I've put together personal philosophy and something of a worldview.
That's nice.
It's kind of nice, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just on it. He's talking about Heidegger, big B being. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude. I love that shit. Let's do it for go to bed. I'm like, yeah, fuck
Yeah, there's
this,
nothing wrong with enjoying that.
fuck this small B being.
Yeah.
I get it. Some people don't like it, and I totally understand.
No, I have, yeah. It's like gay stuff. It's like, dude, whatever you're doing in your own home, just don't shove it down my fucking throat. All right.
Don't put it in my face.
Don't put it in my fucking face. Don't fuck my kid with it.
That'd be cool if that got injected into movies. Every movie had to have like a cool,
Yeah, just a philosophy in it like that. Yeah, just a guy hitting you with
not
like
this Heideggerian bullshit again.
They-
I do. Well, it's funny for me because like I'll be like, all right, I hear a lot of fuss about this guy. Like, let me see what they're about, and a lot of it is just like, dude, you wrote 4,000 pages on this,
Yeah.
on like the nature of being itself, and he's like, well, if you be, you are being, but you can't know what being. And it's like, dude, this is. I'll get kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
are
Why'd you write
talking
that
about?
down?
What are you talking
You didn't
about?
need to write that down.
But Heidegger was a Jesuit. He was in the Jesuit seminary.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah, he was a Jesuit.
Jesuits
seminary.
are up to they're up to good
They're
stuff.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
So apparently he wrote like a highly abstracted version of Jesuit theology. That's what my new mentor, he's dead.
That's what you need to get
New
into.
mentor,
we
Thomas
need to get into
Suger.
fucking good Catholic
That's where all my
philosophy.
stuff's leading to.
Fucking right.
It's
dude.
very tight.
That is where it all ends.
I'm telling you, I've
Go in
been
there, you go, I'm going to read about Freud sucking my daddy's dick, killing my dad, sucking my mom's tits. I'm gay. Everyone's gay. Then all of a sudden, the path just leads straight back to our Lord and Savior.
yeah, dude. It
and
might
his
be.
perfect disciples.
I think it might be the supreme
Yeah.
philosophy. I've been taking on a lot of different worldviews, checking them out. The Eastern stuff is for sure cool, but I was into it for a while. But I was like, no, man, Christianity still reigns supreme. You read it and you're like, because it kind of the Eastern stuff to a point is like total detachment, like and you'll like kind of totally clear your mind. Christianity is the opposite. It's
Yeah,
like,
those guys can. I'd like to punch one of those guys in the
punch him.
bellies.
Go
It's
find
like,
him in his cave. And
I'm going to
fucking
go to
find
a cave and sit here for 80 years. It's like God gave you life and you spend
Yeah,
it
dude.
sitting in a cave, even though that's kind of what I do. I dwell in a cave.
him. You're in full on.
Yeah, just My guys need to take that bridge. The World War II game, Company of Heroes 3.
Yeah, but the Christianity is like you have to fully get into the mud. You're an absolutely fallen
You're a
creature.
mud dog, dude.
You're a totally fallen creature. And guess what, dude? Guess what? Jesus never got mad at someone because they're a sinner.
And
He
he
got
still
mad at
loves you.
people because they thought they weren't sinners.
Ole do it.
Yeah, it rules. It's for real the best. It's for real the best.
Yeah, they're like, you think you're king? You're hanging out with all these fucking whores and tax collectors. And he was like, bro.
Well, he was pissed at the Pharisees. He
those
was
are the
like,
bros.
he was chilling with all the fucking.
Yeah. I thought fucking Mel's movie was supposed to come out on Easter.
That's what I thought. It's coming out in like
Fucking
October.
comeback. God damn it.
Although he might be trying to fight like the witchcraft and Satanism of
Yeah,
Halloween. which,
yes.
Thank God. Thank God, Mel.
Ooh, big in black news. Beep, 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 beep,
What you got?
We got breaking black news. We got, dude, you see J. Cole apologize?
Yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck, dude?
I think it's
It was actually kind of nice, honestly.
Yeah, I think it
but
fits his thing. He's
Yeah.
trying to break the mold of,
Yeah, but he
that's
did
like
it.
the classic pantomime thing that permeates through the black society where it's like, he dissed me, now I have to absolutely destroy. And they like that gets carried out full stop where like
Yeah.
you got guys shooting each other over that shit. And he was like, you know what, dude, this is lame. Why am I doing this? But I get 50 Cent apparently is not into it. 50 Cent's like, bro.
50 Cent's the dark
50
lord,
Cent's the
dude.
new president of black people, dude.
Yeah, he is.
He for real has completely rose into total president. Jay-Z's
Yes.
out. 50 Cent is
Yes.
in there, dude. Jay-Z's Biden, 50 Cent's Trump, 100%.
Yes.
And black people being ruled by Black Trump right now, which is 50 Cent. Which, I mean, he's 50 Cent. I'm not going to have, he doesn't have to be
50
Black
Cent
Trump.
fucking rules.
50
dude.
Cent does rule. And he's ruled for a very long time.
Yeah.
He has been the man.
He never stopped being the man.
No, and now it's like he's coming into, everyone's recognizing like, holy shit, this guy is
Holy
like a
shit, he was
seriously
funny and right the entire time. He's been an asshole the entire time. He's hilarious.
He called Diddy a fruit pop like years ago. Diddy did offer to take him shopping.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He's like, yo, I'll buy you clothes. And he said, what? What?
I take him shopping.
Yo,
I took Nate shopping the
Lamese.
other day.
Did you really?
Yeah. And we were laughing about it. I was like, I'm definitely Diddy, dude. I'm taking you to Dick's Sporting Goods to buy some gym shorts.
Now you
Oh,
gotta
no,
get,
was that you and me? Yeah, that was you and me.
you got to collect what's yours now.
That's because I was going to go buy some shoes. And I was like, you can get some shoes too. And then I didn't buy any and he bought shoes.
Yeah, but this is what different.
And he felt a way about it.
That's the squad. But
He
no,
was like, you keep these. I was like, I'm not wearing those. Those are yours.
dropping a bag on the squad's different. If you were to find someone
Find another man.
that wasn't in the squad,
Another
I would-
comedian.
Yes.
That was just like find another rapper, just being like, yo,
Exactly.
Matt Rife. I'm gonna take you shopping, boy.
Yo, I'm gonna get some clothes, bro.
Let's pick
Getting
out
some
clothes.
gear. Checking out a dude's gear and being like, we need to revamp your wardrobe is 50 Cent was 1000% spot
Yeah,
on.
it's-
Being like, what?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Dude, what are you talking about? I'm not gonna let you buy stuff for me.
Freud would have been all over that.
True.
He'd have been like, that's gay.
Yeah, he would have for sure.
That's your gay subconscious.
It would have been.
Yeah.
Big power game. Although that is so powerful.
Buying another man clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being like, I'm gonna get your outfit figured out. That because then you get into the dressing room, like, let me just get in there and check out. Let me see
Yeah.
how this pants look on you.
Then you can go in. Yeah. You go, oop, try these on.
He's like your mom just
Oop, watch
grabbing your
penis.
ass.
Zip.
Yeah,
Almost
man.
didn't zip because of your giant penis.
It's dude, it's
My
yeah.
dad's calling me. I want to kill him. Shit, I might have answered. Said I want to kill you.
My dad's calling me. I want to kill him.
Phil saw my stand-up act and didn't approve of it.
What?
Well, actually, my mom saw my stand-up act and then reported back to my father.
Really?
My father called me. He was like, "You can't say that. Your mother and I are sad."
Oh, he saw.
So now he's trying to get back on my good side
you did.
because I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Dad."
Yeah, dude.
Dad, this is my art.
It's not ready yet.
It wasn't done, and I said inappropriate things, and I apologize.
Did they see all of? Is there one joke in particular they saw that they got
Yeah,
upset about?
They caught a glimpse of that.
Yeah, I can see that. you see that?
Yeah, they caught a glimpse of that one, and they were none too pleased.
I had one recently that I'm retiring forever. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world, and then I did it, and I felt so evil
Yeah,
after. It was the whole joke was that women get to like, yeah, we have sex toys, we have dildos, and it's like guys have sex toys too. And like when people are like, what are they? It's like they're called women. That's our sex toys. That was pretty funny. The crowd was like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, that is evil.
My mother-in-law was there, and I was like,
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
let that one rip in front of her whole family.
Like, I got.
I thought it was
this
funny.
one.
I was like, this is really funny. And
It
then I
is
said
funny,
and I
but
was like,
yeah.
But it's hard when you say it in a room full of people. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
Jesus,
it does make
that's-
you look like a complete psycho.
Yes, I just thought it was a funny play on
Just
words.
like, yeah, they're just inanimate objects. I fuck.
It was a funny play on words. That once I said it out loud, I'm like, yeah, I can see that being very hurtful for women everywhere.
Yeah.
That is a funny thing to think about. What women have to deal with, that like just being completely used as a sexual object, where people like your entire just like being and personality. Someone could be like, skip all of that, and it's like, and then you come back and start talking like, I have to go right now. That's
When
pretty
we
brutal.
do that, though, we also have to, because we're all pretending women like sex like that.
Yeah.
So then they should enjoy that. If they liked sex like as much as they say they do,
Yeah.
they should enjoy that.
They
Just
like
skipping
boyfriends.
all the bullshit and fucking. They should love that
True.
as much as we would,
Yeah, true.
but they don't.
Yeah, true. They don't.
Makes me wonder.
Well,
Maybe
they
they
get
don't like sex as much.
once on their natural cycle, you start to see they are horny for like 3 days out of the month. That's pretty much, unless they see a guy that they'd really like to make their boyfriend, and then they'll get horny for that.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's definitely women out there that enjoy just the
True,
pump and dump, but
true. But I also they need a lot of context around it. I think too. They
Yeah.
need like you. They need to like they're big situation heads. They're big like you'd have to be in like an environment where it's like we shouldn't be doing this.
we're really breaking down the broads today. Yeah, but we shouldn't be doing this. Shush is nice.
Oh,
That
we're
works.
breaking down the bras. We can break down the fellers.
We'll break
but-
down the broads. We'll break down the blacks next.
Are we still in the Black News segment?
No, Black News segment.
J.
Coming up
Cole
next,
diss was
Black News.
great.
J. Cole diss.
I was like, good for
Please
him.
let Champagne Poppy get involved, dude. Rap is just WWF.
Big time.
We had a perfect story going, and then J. Cole said, nah. There is
Yeah.
an opportunity, though, for Kendrick to go full sicko mode
He could.
and diss him again, dude. Just be like, that's what I thought, bitch.
Yeah, he could. But it is a.
He has to. He's going to. He's going to be like, when I talk shit, everyone runs away. He's going to say that.
But then J. Cole might go, fuck it. I
And
thought
go,
I did the
Man,
higher
I'm trying
thing."
to take the high road, baby.
Yeah, you think he's going to be like, now it's down to
Now
the
I'm going to
low road.
rhyme about you.
Down to the bro road, dude.
Yes.
I mean, I could write his verse if he wants to, dude. Just let me know.
We should come up with
I
sick verses.
listened to the thing. I was like, that's nice. There was a part of me, too, that I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
This is so stupid, man.
So silly. Let's
But-
all just have fun.
Yeah, let's have fun. And also, like,
Let's have fun. Make good, cool
best of
rap.
luck. Why did Ken? What was his whole thing like? He probably was just having a bad. Rappers got to be careful with their bad days.
Yeah.
You have one bad day and be like, I'm top 3. He's not top 4 or 5. And then everyone's like, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
We need to write some lyrical
We just
prose.
need Drizzy Drake, dude.
True.
Please,
He'll be
Six
back.
God. Please, Six God, respond.
He'll be back. Although he did get destroyed by fucking Kanye. Although Kanye's circumstances kind of engulfed him.
Kanye is Kanye is wild,
He
man. dude.
destroyed. That's how nasty he is of an MC. He destroyed Drake and then destroyed
And then he was
himself.
like, "Fuck it, I'm going down too."
I love Hitler.
He didn't really destroy Drizzy though. Other than that track,
Exactly.
Did you ever hear that?
Him and the Pusha T came up, and it was like that was
Pusha
pretty good.
T went wild on.
that was as good as they can get. But yeah, I guess Kanye didn't do it as much as Pusha T, but he did produce the track, and it was good.
No, Kanye made that Poop Diddy Scoop.
Poop Diddy Scoop was fire.
That's
dude.
hilarious.
Poop
That's just
Diddy
mean.
Scoop.
That's just a mean thing to do. Poop Diddy Scoop? I think so too.
What is that? When he was going Toop Diddy Scoop?
He was like, Drake, I produced this beat for you.
Oh,
And then he gave it to Drake. And I think Drake made a song with it or was about to. And then Kanye released. He just wasted it going, poop did he scoop? Poop, poop did he scoop? Just a Drake. He just wasted Drake's time. It's just on purpose.
I mean, that's really
It's just a crazy move.
That's insane.
Yeah, just be like, wait, why are we fighting? Wait.
That's so nuts, dude.
Yeah. I think that's the story, and it's very funny.
He's off the God train too now. Kanye's totally off the God train. He's like, well, I thought you were like Christian. He's like, he abandoned me. I need to help myself now.
I saw that clip.
So I'm gonna rap about getting pussy.
I saw that clip. It wasn't the one. Is that
Was
the
it out
one
of
where
context?
he's like, We need to do more than pray. Every time I pray, where's God? He doesn't help me out.
Yeah, so that might have
That's
been
kind of a
might have been a small.
that's kind
role,
of Christian theology also.
but you have to
It's
help
like you
yourself.
can't just pray, dude.
True.
Yeah.
I think his thing was he's like, I'm not cursing anymore. I'm not gonna rap about getting pussy. And then he was like, well, what the fuck am I?
I'm back, dude.
What am I
Who am I
gonna do?
talking about? I just said I love Hitler.
I do like his wife. The fact that like she's a constant news story. So I can't
Yeah.
figure out, is that like a PR firm thing, or are they just like?
I don't think
'Cause it's
Kanye, I don't think
nonstop.
Kanye is dealing in PR firms.
I don't think so either. I was
If
like,
he
I
is,
would.
that's the wildest PR firm of all time.
Dude, she's in my fucking newsfeed every time I pick it up. It's
Yeah.
like she's wearing a spandex suit with her nipples
She's
sticking
wearing
out.
saran wrap with his farts are trapped wherever she goes.
every week it's like Gaza, Kanye West's big titted lady that he prays
Yeah.
around. It's like she's a major news story
That's
constantly.
good.
It is pretty cool. I was trying to figure
She's
out. Like,
getting more burned than Ukraine right now.
she is.
She's getting way more burned than Ukraine, Russia.
She is. She's for real. In terms of like our collective attention, like her future slut outfits are.
Future slut outfits are pretty cool to see.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, those jumpers,
Especially they're always in a place that a future slut outfit should not be.
man. True.
So it's like in the airport or like
They're in
the
the
shopping mall or just on the street in
Or
Venice.
They'll be in Athens. They go to like ruins of ancient societies,
Yeah.
and she just like
Here's a future slut, dude.
just farts on it. Kanye West's wife farted today, and
She farted on the Parthenon today.
we saw her pussy shake all over the pyramids.
Black news: Kanye West's future slut farted on the Parthenon. Shout out to our favorite sponsor. That's a little presumptuous. True Classic, for making us fellas look good and feel good no matter how we move. Spring is here, which means it's time to clean out your closet. Out with your old worn out workout tees and in with True Classic's ultra comfortable, stretchy activewear. True Classic is made with stank-free, moisture-wicking technology, so you can do it all in comfort and style. From running on the treadmill to running out for beer. True Classic has gear for you, and they've already helped over 3 million men look great, and now you can save big while you move. For a limited time, for a limited time only, get 25% off when you shop now with my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/drenched. Personal endorsement. True Classic tees are fucking
I like
nice.
them. I do like them.
Yeah.
I feel jacked as hell in them.
You feel good. It hugs your fucking
Hugs your
shoulders.
shoulders.
Yeah, there you go. People go, damn, have you been working out? You go, yeah, definitely. Even though you're lying.
So don't touch my fucking midsection.
Please don't touch my midsection. Get ready to elevate your denim game with True Classic. The new authentic denim collection seamlessly blends craftsmanship with comfort, ensuring each pair is tailored to perfection for your lifestyle. With what type of lifestyle do you have?
Gay.
Yeah, I know.
Gay male lifestyle.
Anytime somebody says lifestyle, I'm like,
Gay.
that's what you mean. True Classic does not endorse our comments.
True.
Well, they do. They think
True
it's funny.
Classic.
They're laughing. If they really are our favorite sponsors, they're going to laugh at that.
That's true. I mean, it could. I might lead a gay lifestyle.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
To
It's
be
just,
mad about that would mean you're homophobic.
exactly.
So I hope you're not homophobic. True Classic. With various inseam options available, finding your ideal fit has never been easier. From the job site to casual Fridays, authentic denim is designed to accompany you wherever you go. True Classic shirts are designed to accentuate your best features no matter what your body type is. Tighter in the arms and chest, but with the perfect amount of room for your midsection. You can't go wrong in a True Classic tee. The best part? True Classic sells their premium products in packs to help you save. Get started with a 2 or 3 pack of t-shirts today and feel the difference for yourself. So if you're ready to upgrade your closet, shop now with my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/drenched and save up to 25% off with your first order. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. No matter how you move, make 2024 your most comfortable year yet with True Classic.
Let's go.
Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering a world-class product rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Say Shady Rays.
Shady Rays. I do need some sunglasses.
Hell yeah. Their shades have durable frames and crystal clear optics, making them a perfect choice for all outdoor adventures. They have many styles and colors to pick from, so finding your next pair of shades is a breeze. Personally endorse these.
You look fine.
Yeah, I look average in them. I got to get a bigger pair. I got a big fucking
Let me see
head.
them. They look good. What the hell are you talking about?
Shut up, Matt.
They look good.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not.
I don't say it with that smirk.
They look good.
You go like this.
They look fine. They look good. I'm just happy to see them.
You happy to see? It is nice to see your friends looking good.
Yeah, man.
When I see my friends looking good, I go, "Wow, what are those Shady
I
Rays?"
can't fight the smile. If they didn't look good, I'd be frowning. I'd be like, they look good.
If your shades go MIA or take a hit, don't sweat it. They've got lost and broken protection, so you're covered from day one. Wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after you purchase. If you don't love your shades, exchange or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com and use code DRENCHED for $20 off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Get you some Sonnies.
I need that big pair that goes over the glasses for driving.
Sure,
I'm
that'd be
doing a lot of
nice.
Squinting in Austin.
You need Sonnies.
We do call them sunnies.
That's so dumb.
Could you imagine returning a pair of sunglasses and being like, these do not meet my expectations. I'll take my refund and mail these.
Yes, and you can do that with Shady Rays.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, but you
I
can do
did
it.
not have a great sunglass experience. Therefore, I'll send them back and return my funds to me immediately. Thank you.
Thank you, Shady Rays.
Freeze pipe. Ever experienced the agony of harsh smoke, throat burning, or coughing attacks when smoking cannabis?
No.
The struggle is real, but the
Yes,
solution
James.
is chili. That's right. I'm talking about the smoothest way to light up, and that's with the freeze pipe. Freeze pipe makes a unique line of freezable pipes, bubblers, and bongs that are 80% colder than using ice cubes to chill smoke. The magic is freezable glycerin chambers that come on every piece. Simply pop the chamber in the freezer for 1 hour, and as the smoke passes through, it's instantly chilled by over 300 degrees.
Damn.
So every puff arrives ice cold and cough free. It absolutely does work. I've done these. It is surprisingly fantastic. American owned and with over 100,000 happy customers, Freeze Pipe uses the thickest glass and market leading glycerin chambers for a smoother experience you have to feel to believe. Ditch harsh smoke forever by visiting thefreezepipe.com and use code DRENCHED for 10% off your order. That's thefreezepipe.com and code DRENCHED for 10% off. Shop today for free shipping and smoke like royalty without paying a king's ransom.
That's a good writer, whoever wrote that.
Whoa.
Smoke like royalty without paying a king's ransom.
If you were royalty, you would never have to pay the king's ransom. Prize Picks time. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 3 million members. It is the easiest and most exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats and watch the winnings roll in. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks.
Damn.
With as little as 4 correct picks. Nice. You can turn $10 into $1,000 with basketball, hockey, and college basketball entries today on Prize Picks.
Damn, they have college basketball entries? I know we're done with the tournament, but that's nice.
That is nice, actually.
Yeah.
America's #1 fantasy sports app. Prize Picks has something for every sports fan, from basketball and hockey to League of Legends and everything in between. You can pick LeBron, Caitlin Clark, Connor McDavid, and Jude Bellingham all in the same entry.
Wow, Jude Bellingham.
Holy crap. Prize Picks now offers Apple Pay for quick and easy deposits in your account this basketball season. I mean, it's all I do now. It's just, I love
It's so
fantasy
fun.
sports. I do fantasy sports exclusively. Download the app today and use code DRENCHED for a first deposit match up to $100. Again, download the Prize Picks app and use code DRENCHED for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. But yeah, I love it. Then they're like, he doesn't let her eat and he doesn't. It's like, yeah, dude, it's
I think she's eating, bro.
true. She is
She's a
definitely
voluptuous woman.
She's a very voluptuous woman, but I think he's trying to keep her snatched. You know what
Yeah.
snatched means?
No.
It's when like your midsection's super tight.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Snatched.
Just a natural.
Brittany said that to me the other day. She's like, you get your body snatched. And I was like, where
Yeah.
the fuck are you getting these?
You just need a permanent corset.
Yeah, true. Or you just need a diligent husband who's going to monitor your calories.
He's going to monitor your calories.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That's a good husband. You go, oop, put that down. I need you in peak physical condition.
I need you to show off my ski suits.
Damn, that'd be tough to tell a lady to put down a fucking sweet.
Bro, have you ever done it?
I've never been in a position to monitor someone else's calories. If someone breaks out the sweets, I go, ooh. Give me one of those.
Girls love monitoring a dude's weight. They like getting you fat. First of all, they'll be like, "Yeah, they're enablers," and then they start.
And then
going
they go,
like,
"You're getting a little chubby."
"You don't." Are you hungry right now? I'm like, I'm basically, I'm not like my stomach's not hungry, but it's been a long time. I'm like, yeah, I can tell I'm a little bit weak right now. I'm off the pig cycle. I was on a hard pig cycle.
You're pigging out?
Oh my God, dude. I'm like, I went to Disney.
Pig cycle is crazy.
I was on the
dude.
pig cycle. I'm
you should
off.
see it when I hit a pig cycle.
Oh, dude.
Chaos, dude. We're going to beat ups. I'm gonna order wings when we get there. Drink a couple beers. Oh, second meal.
Yeah, true. I was on a hard. I fucking just
Caught Lamisi on a pig cycle the other night.
What were you on?
Sneaking back to his room with slices. Sneaking back to his room with slices of pizza. I was like, "Where you going, dude?" He's holding 2 pepperonis. Taking it to the bedroom for the pig cycle.
There's nothing better than just holding the moments before you're eating a pizza. Just carrying it is for real. It's the best.
I don't even sit down when there's pizza. I go, first slice doesn't count. I picked it up straight out of the box. And I go, all right, now I'm going to settle down. Now I'll get a plate, put 2 on it. I'm going to stand for these 2. And I'll go, maybe no one saw me get that first one. I can say, I've had 3. That's a lot. I've had 4.
Taking a double slice onto the plate. I mean,
Double
dude,
slice onto the plate after the first standing.
the first right out of the box standing while everyone's organizing like the soda and stuff. Such a nice move.
I mean, when it's grub for everyone like that,
Oh, it's feeding frenzy.
the greed kicks in.
Dude, I saw a thing where they're like, we don't understand why sharks engage in feeding frenzies, and was like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Of course you do.
Yeah,
They're pigging out, and they're just
they're
spazzing.
going nuts. Yeah,
It's like I've seen it happen with humans a bunch of
yeah.
times.
Buffalo dip at Gillis Family Christmas.
Oh my God.
The boys were circling, big dogs circling.
It is nice.
Tell you
being-
what, Nancy Pelosi's a bitch.
I will say it does.
See your fucking gay husband get hit with that hammer. Oh. Slow down. Goddamn, you're taking all the dip.
I've been to family parties before where there's not like a lot of times I'll go and it almost feels infinite where you're just like, yeah, and you're piling mac and cheese. I've been there before. I'm like, oh, rations are like
The rations, that
limited.
sucks.
And you're just kind of like, and then I'll just literally like a different part of me will take over and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like,
Why
run
shouldn't
away.
it be mine?
Why shouldn't it
They're not even going to eat the whole thing.
be mine?
Lamisi, I saw Lamisi hit the greed. We got barbecue. The boy got a lot.
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah,
barbecue.
you got you
What'd you hit?
greeded out. I was down to 1 slice of brisket after I look over at his plate, 10.
There was 2. There was 2. Such
2, my ass. How many ribs? How many chicken? How many ribs?
I had 2. I didn't have any chicken. I didn't
You
get any
broke
chicken.
my heart watching you do that to me.
He ordered like the brisket, chicken,
Yeah.
ribs.
Yeah, I had the ribs. up,
First
too.
dibs obviously goes straight to Lamisi. He dibbed it out. You and Nate took a majority of it. Left me and Guard Dog with scraps.
We portioned it out, dude. It was fair.
Damn.
We didn't take anything crazy.
Kind of racist.
It-
They teamed up on you guys. They teamed up on
yes, but it was over ribs.
you. That's what I'm saying.
It was their subconscious. I couldn't argue. It was the black man sub beep 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 beep. Black subconscious.
They were running hand signals.
Divvy the wings. Divvy the ribs. These honkies wouldn't even know what to do with all these ribs.
I told you I got hit with that in a KFC one time in West Philly. I was ordering just a biscuit, and the guy literally went, Psh, probably never even had a biscuit before. And I turned around like, why would you do
Of
that?
course I've had a biscuit.
I've had this is like
What are
my
you, a
7th
dumbass?
biscuit. This is my 7th biscuit. Yeah, you fucking can't believe that. I got people want to say,
You ordered just a biscuit at a KFC?
times are hard back then. I was struggling.
Oh,
back
okay.
then.
Yeah.
Times I was struggling,
I
dude.
thought this was a recent thing. I was like, what are you doing?
This is back in the day.
Yeah.
All I had money for was my biscuit.
I would,
Just a single biscuit.
when I was working at Ardmore Toyota, I would take the change in my car to buy a $1 cheeseburger at the McDonald's. For my lunch break, I would pay with 10 dimes.
You'd have to treasure hunt.
Yeah. It was
You were
dark,
a 49er.
dark times. dude.
Yeah, you had to hit the hills and pan for silver.
Paying for,
nickel.
yeah. Oh, this is a quarter. This is good. Used all my quarters. I was down to nickels towards the end.
Oh,
Got a flat tire, bankrupt.
That
flat
sucks.
tire on the way to work. Almost cried because I was like,
Did they fix it there?
yes, they did. But then, I was working basically factory.
Oh, yeah.
It was like factory thing where they were like, now you owe the company your
Oh,
time.
they wouldn't hook it up.
They didn't really
pigs.
hook it up.
Pigs. That's crazy. I got a flat tire one time. I went and I picked up a quarter pound of weed at the post office and was so excited that like it worked out. And then I got a flat tire on 76 and I had to just drop some off to somebody. So I was just going, boom, 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 boom,
Oh,
boom, boom.
no.
So I was like, I'm not pulling over. In my head, I was like, if I pull over, they're going to know it's in
Yeah.
my, like, when you have something like that, you're like, if someone
And that
sees this
smells.
box, it was vacuum sealed.
It
thank
didn't
God.
smell? Oh.
No, it was vacuum, but I think I had like an ounce of weed on me to give to somebody. So I just like pulled up to like the Eagle Stadium on a flat and just like gave someone an ounce of weed and just drove
Damn, you're
home.
doing deals in the parking lot at the link? That's fucking awesome, man.
I pulled up like boom, 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 boom,
That's
boom. Like,
kinda-
here you go, brother. It's like boom, 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 boom,
That's-
all the way home.
That's Philly strong, dude.
It was, dude.
That's the ultimate Philly
That's
strong.
bleeding green.
That's bleeding green.
That's bleeding green.
Dude, that's birds colors. Go birds. Dude.
That's bleeding green right there.
Yeah, true.
My matcha.
Coffee's not for birds fans, dude. Matcha.
True, it has to be matcha. Now I'd say coffee's more for bird fans, actually.
Yeah, Wawa. Yeah.
If I show this to my dad,
48 coffees at Wawa, hot dogs. It's time to hit the job site with the most vicious diarrhea imaginable. Hangover from light beer.
it's
There
dude.
you go. All right, now it's time to get 7 coffees, 3 hot dogs.
I am in awe of dudes who hold down just pure Wawa diet on like 48 to 60 ounces of coffee a day.
I think if you stick to one thing, I mean,
True.
don't get me wrong, it's going to destroy you, but
True.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I
You're
think your
saying
body
if you-
probably gets used to digesting insane shit. Like it probably just fast tracks it through.
like
You
an
get
Italian.
no nutrients out of it, just fucking flies right out of you.
If you're like a sizzly with coffee, an Italian hoagie with a coffee or a soda,
Yeah,
and a coffee in the yeah, your body is just
flying.
orders up.
You must shit. You must shit as soon as you eat it.
Your stomach's
just a mortar. Just, just
Your stomach's like a steel foundry. Just the cells are like, and you drink a glass of water.
It's
and
Mountain Dew.
It's Mad
It's
Max.
Mount-
You
it's
drink
Mountain-
water and the whole body's like. Told you, I have an uncle. I've never seen him drink water
Beezer.
ever. Beezer won't. Yeah, I guess he won't drink water.
I've never seen the bees.
Gatorade, soda, milk.
Yeah.
Gatorade's when he's like, all right, it's time to fucking take care of
Yeah.
myself. I'm gonna slam the Gatorade, which is such a tight way to hold it down. And he claims, he goes, dude, I don't feel sick because he's like, I just don't think I ever think about it. I was like, damn, that's fucking.
That's one of the business heads. I heard that guy. He's like, no, I don't get sick anymore. Being sick is a mind frame.
Yeah, I've
It's like,
heard.
yeah, well, my sister has cancer.
Yeah, true.
It's all in her head.
Yeah, well, they're just talking about colds.
Yeah, it is. That's the problem.
They're just talking about colds when they say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. It's all in her head. That's exactly what the doctor said. Turns out it's all in her head.
They're gonna cut it out of there.
They're gonna chop her fucking head open.
Yeah, those business guys are talking about colds. They're like, I don't get sick. It's like, dude, you're talking about a fucking common cold and like
Yeah.
going to work and blowing your nose in the bathroom. Being like, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a stomach virus and you were puking and had a
Yeah,
fever,
if you're like shaking,
yeah, you're not,
chills,
you're not
sweat.
gonna,
Yeah,
you're not gonna be like,
this is bullshit. I can still make some day trades.
I get it. I get that all applies. If I have a cold and I totally like freak out about it, then like, yeah, maybe it makes it a little bit worse. But yeah, I don't. People are like, it's all in your head. It's like you're just not sick right
A cold you can plow through.
now. You can plow through a cold.
Yeah.
But when you're like, it's all in your head. It's like you're just not sick.
Yeah.
If you were actually sick, you'd be.
Yeah, you
fucked.
know it. You know it when you're actually sick.
Yeah, dude. If you had like, if you're like diarrheaing blood, you'd be like, I just got to be more positive about this.
I need to do fucking 100 push-ups right now.
True.
I just diarrheaed blood.
Yeah, Watson's the big homie Wes is the king of that.
Yeah.
Him and his boy just being like, I was telling you about this when they did that whole video where they're just like, yeah, dude, like I don't even sleep, and like if I'm tired, I just go to the gym even harder. And he's like, I'm so shredded that if I lay on my bed, it hurts. He's like, my fat body
That
fat's
happened to
so
me,
low.
dude. My back got so shredded. This morning I woke up, I was like, I had to just
Well,
lay.
their whole conversation was like, yeah, we're rich, yeah, we're loaded, but like we hate our lives.
Yeah.
That's why we're rich. And he's like, you have to hate your life forever. That's how you keep your edge. It's like, I guess, man.
Man.
I guess. That way you can stay the boss. and just hate your life and just be like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm so shredded. It hurts when I sleep. I don't sleep. He said he doesn't eat carbs during the day too, which is a sick move. He doesn't eat any carbs, just protein. So that way at nighttime, he eats
He
carbs.
said he crashes.
His insulin spikes and he said he just passes out. Because if you're that shredded, you just need to go into an insulin coma and pass out. Kind of sick. I want to see that's going to reach a fever pitch. It has to.
Getting
Some
shredded
guys
business head, shredded business head.
Yeah, well, the bedtime, Watson's pushed up the business head bedtime to or the wake up time. He's like 2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to become nocturnal. They're going to become vampires.
The business heads?
It's like,
Yeah.
because you can't get up any earlier than
I'm doing power cleans at 2:30 in the morning.
I mean, Wahlberg, Jocko, or Dick swinging at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Big homie Wes is, I think, 2:30 a.m., which is arguably partially nocturnal. 2:30 a.m. is like it's the middle
That's
of the night.
chaos, dude. It's gonna be dark for so long
I know.
while you're awake.
I know. You just wake up at 2:30 and just take your shirt off and just start screaming at your iPhone. That's someone's going to surpass that. It's going to be. It's going to become something. I don't know.
Last night was funny. We were talking about Brian Simpson was talking about like if this for some reason I don't know why I thought this screaming at your iPhone and surpassing things. Eventually, they were like AI. Rogan was on one. He was like AI is going to get so powerful that it's smarter in our lifetime. It'll be smarter than every human combined. And then Brian Simpson was like, and then the real dilemma is, do we elect that AI president?
Yeah,
and I was like, dude, there's only one human that can stop this. It's Donald Trump. Donald Trump versus the AI supercomputer. There's only one human that's like, I'm smarter than that. That computer's dumb as shit.
Or who could roast it? If you hit that with a killer nickname, it could completely.
A virus, just like, that's actually not true. I'm not that. I swear.
My legs are an appropriate length. Yeah, true. That could defeat AI.
Trump dog's our only shot.
I wonder what kind of Trump nickname an AI can come up with. If you're like, give a Trump nickname.
What if the AI defeats Trump at making nicknames?
It's like Deep Blue for like the chess program.
Oh no.
Just crushes them. Although I don't know, it still doesn't have the humor that well.
The funnier, the dumber the nickname that Trump comes up with, it's funnier.
Well, that's something. That's the AI's
AI
disadvantage.
can't figure that out.
Yeah, exactly. The AI is too small. I mean, dude, he for real crushed DeSantis. DeSanctimonious was
DeSanctimonious. See you later. Next. Who's next? Dude?
DeSanctimonious is so funny. Dude, I was in his great state of Florida.
Oh, nice.
What did it say?
I'm chat GPTing it right now. It said, can you give me 3 mean nicknames for Donald Trump? And it's just thinking.
Damn.
I can't think of anything. It's been defeated.
Oh, it's fucking
Pussy
stumped.
ass.
It's already been defeated.
ChatGPT, pussy ass.
Stumped. And let's see. I don't think Grok would do it. Grok on principle would be like, no. Trump is important for the future of our democracy. I could be wrong. I like when Bitcoin came out, people talked to me about Bitcoin in like 2012.
Yeah.
You know, you got to buy it. And I was like, shut up. And I was like, all right, I was wrong about that one. But AI, I'm still kind of like, yeah, we'll see. Like in terms of like script writing and all that stuff, I think it'll be a flurry of them, but then you're gonna be able to be like, yeah, it's an AI script. You'll be able to read it like, yeah, this is written by a machine. There will be, after a lot of them, I think there will be telltale signs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Aren't they doing like an AI George Carlin
Like a
special?
really?
Lemizzi, can you look that up? And I think that's selfish.
What do you mean?
He's dead, dude. Don't ruin stand up.
Yeah,
Don't come back and be like, I'm better. I'm still better than everyone. It's not like it's his estate.
Yeah, true. It'd have to be approved probably by his descendants.
I think they're the ones. Yeah.
They're doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice. Imagine the bag you could give to your family by allowing them to do AI hours for you. But the problem is you wouldn't have, I guess they could build, eventually it would just become so far away from the actual thing because they're going to just copy all of his material, base it off that, but then it would be based off like the copies of the copies of the copies, and eventually it would just be like, yeah, I'm a fucking slut.
George Carlin's new hour. Yeah.
Yeah, I had like 7
Sorry,
of
I
them.
like dick. I know that bothers men. I hope he does like a woke, like, I'm black. Sorry, white people. I know you hate to see a black man.
If his thing comes back and it's just black.
Yeah.
What if we start doing hybrids like Carlin Pryor? And then they come up with like a amalgamation of the two people. That'd be pretty tight.
Yeah. Just Carlin screaming the N-word.
He's calling himself the
Yes. That would rule. It would be number one. Did you find anything?
Yeah, it's called George Carlin, I'm Glad I'm Dead. It got set to private because the family sued them.
Oh, they were
yes.
making it and the family said no?
No, it was like it was a guy from a podcast who made it. And he posted it on YouTube and the family sued him and he made it private. And then he later said that it was actually written by people, but I think it was AI.
Yeah, dude.
Whatever.
So the family sued because he couldn't use George Carlin's likeness.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's what they get.
Good.
Good 1 point for the Carlin estate. I wonder how much they got from him though. Like, how much do they squeeze the YouTuber for?
$1,500.
Yeah, true. Or like we're gonna monetize. They should just ran
Got
ads.
18 million views. They got $1,500.
I guess that would bother me if like somebody just put up a video
Yeah,
of like my
for sure.
dead mom talking for an hour,
For
and I'd be
sure.
like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well,
We should probably switch over to the Patreon.
yeah, switch to the motherfucking patch. Where are we at, Lemaire?
We're at 48.
No way.
My God, what?
I thought we were way further.
Me too. I could have sworn we're at a solid hour.
I thought we were well past an hour.
Well, either way, I could
steaming right along.
I can still tell you about this, dude. I went to the magical.
Yeah, I was going to save that for the Patreon, but
patch.
yes, let's hear it.
Spill the beans on that, dude.
Spill
So we get down to where first of all we flew at 7 a.m. Which, dude, I understand. Brittany was like, it's either that or we connect a flight and have like a layover. And I was like, you never really know how bad it's truly going to be. I'm like, yeah, we'll just do like a super early flight. I was like,
Oh,
wake the kids up, they'll be all right, dude. The flight wasn't really that bad. It's just you get there and like when you throw kids sleep off, they were just like melting down. It was bad. We got
Damn.
there, we were all exhausted. It was we had to get up at like fucking 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I was basically on Jocko time for a day, and my whole family fell apart. Like, so you get down there shattered from the day, and then you get in, you do all the stuff you got to do, and it was me, Brittany, our 2 kids, comedian James McCann, his wife, and 3 kids. So we just found this. Brittany found this Airbnb that was like 10 or 15 minutes from Disney World. So they had like a Super Mario room with like a castle bunk bed.
yeah.
There was like a dinosaur
That's
room.
exciting.
The place was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's
dude.
very
It was
fun.
actually really sick. There was like an air hockey table. It was fun. We get into there. Day 1, we're all just dead. Second day, we wake up at like 8:30 in the morning. We got to Disney World by like 9:30 maybe. And I didn't realize when you drive into Disney World, it's like we got dropped off, thank God, but they had to drive and park. There's a line for parking. So you sit in a line for parking, you get into the parking thing, and then you walk to sit in another line to get on a ferry to get to the place where you can go through and show your ticket. So then that's another line. And then so I'm like, dude, this is going to be a fucking disaster. Like we're not even going to make it. We're going to be in lines all day. So then we got out of that and we get into the Magical Kingdom. And I will say I got completely converted into a Disney head. As soon as we walk in, it's just there's this giant. It's like this little. They really do make this little town. And you're like, this is so clean. I'm like, this is so nice.
Yeah.
And then there's just Mickey Mouse having like a Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse bringing out like princesses and all these characters. And like my kids were just fucking losing their mind. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's so
I
nice.
I couldn't understand when you were sending me those bounding videos. I couldn't. I was like, I was like, what the fuck? I had no like idea of like why they were doing this. Now I'm like, I get it now.
Yeah, they're obsessed.
Disney is for real. Like it's like a religious thing to go to to like go down there and kind of immerse yourself in that world. Now I'm like, okay, dude. There's like for real adults that would go. We were doing the princess meet and greets. There'd be like a 30-year-old lady in a dress, bro. By the way, I'm telling you, I was like, if my kids, because they offer a hug,
They would have
every
had to
kid.
greet the meat.
They offer they offer a hug to every kid. So I was trying to slide in
Yeah,
there.
the hug line.
If Chloe would walk away, I'd be like, I'll take that. I'll take that hug.
You took the hug.
No.
Oh, I thought you did. I was like, holy shit.
They would have called
dude.
security. But dude, they keep
How nice were the princesses? Were
bro,
they very
they
pretty?
keep it tight, dude. They keep those princesses.
Snatched up.
They're snatched, bro. They keep them. I really think if you like gain too many lbs, you get fired.
Rightfully so.
the
And
evil
they'll
queen.
change that. There's going to be fat fucking princesses soon.
I mean, dude, if they've gotten around it now, I don't think. I think fat ladies can like usher you through the line to the princess, but I don't think there's plenty of that going on. But I don't think they allow them to be princesses because Disney could argue like, dude, we have to capture the illustrated likeness, so they could get around all of that. We're like, this is a role we're casting.
Ooh, I think I found a way around Governor Abbott's nasty rules.
What?
Disney princesses at the park. Let me take a look at these. Oh my goodness, Jasmine.
Yeah,
Did
dude.
you get to meet Jasmine?
No, unfortunately.
Holy shit. Very fortunate. If you would have met her, it would have been.
True. I could have turned into Jafar.
You would have kidnapped her immediately. The Disney princesses are beautiful.
Dude, I was for real. Like, I would just walk in there, like, all right, I guess we'll meet Cinderella. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, we met Cinderella, Tiana from Princess and the Frog.
She's not really a princess, though.
She becomes a princess due to the loophole because she marries a prince. Lemaire, don't come mad with that.
Oh
bullshit.
my
She is a
God,
princess.
dude. They have Ariel.
And he kisses her after the marriage, and then she is a princess when she marries the
Little
prince.
Mermaid has giant
Come on, bro.
tits, dude.
Dude, the Little Mermaid was a slut, bro.
Yes.
They did a princess parade on the floats, and the Little Mermaid, I remember being like, she looked like a raver, like Burning Man slut. And I was like, what the fuck? Little Mermaid might have been the sluttiest princess, I think, of the whole day.
Definitely. But you didn't see Jasmine. Jasmine in this is.
Let me see. Let me just for,
Yes, for research.
yes, for the next time I go to Disney World.
You got to time it. You got to call ahead and go, I'm bringing my kids. Is Jasmine going to be in the park today?
Does Jasmine need anything for lunch or whatever? Like, she's probably pretty hungry.
Does she have like a favorite restaurant?
You got to visit the one in California now.
Disneyland?
Yeah.
I don't think Disneyland's as big
I don't
as
fuck
Disney
with
World.
Disneyland, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm East Coast all day.
Yeah, I keep hearing about Disneyland. I also do think Disney World's the OG world.
Yeah.
Do you know what Epcot stands for? Environmental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Never would have got
Dude,
that.
you would love Space
Mountain.
Yo, brother. Yeah, that's tough. Space Mountain, that the ball in Epcot. Dude, so there was a ride. So we meet the princesses, all's well, everything's great. They're very quick too. They're in character. And if you ask, there was one lady who was Princess Elena, who like, it's like a weird
that
Disney
one?
show. It's just on Disney Plus. Or like I don't think a lot of people know who it is. Me and Maya would watch it. So I was like, holy shit, it's Princess Elena. And I was like trying to hit her.
You see that to her face? Holy shit.
Well, Brittany was like, which one is that? And Maya didn't know. I was like, that's the Red Princess. That's Princess Elena. And she was like, oh, it's me. And then I asked her, I said something about like Elena. Like I was saying something about the kingdom. I was like, I'm from a kingdom. And she like, they snapped back real quick. Like, I bet your kingdom's great. Kind of like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
But they are very quick, dude. They're
Yeah.
like anything. The kids.
Isn't
would
the
throw
Rain
stuff.
Train? Isn't Rainy like a Disney head?
He's an adult Disney, but he's like an adult Disney pervert, I think.
I think everything Rainy does, it's whatever he does, he perverts it.
But there is a weird adult.
We gotta
kink
get the Rain
element
Train
Disney
on to
World.
discuss these princesses.
We do, dude.
Yeah.
Because there is also, so there's like little kids, like I had the little girls like kind of freaking out. Then there's like the bounders, like the Disney adults. And then there's like dudes who are taking pictures, like couples that are like, you can just tell it's like their fifth marriage.
Yeah.
Just like a dude, like a tanned guy with a goatee and just kind of like a barfly. It's just in front of the Magic Castle.
Just drunk. Just drunk. Holy fuck, it's Princess Elena. Holy shit, she's here. She's beautiful.
He starts questioning his fifth marriage. He's like, I just love the princesses so much.
I need to talk to the princess.
But that's why. So that's the reason behind the bounding. I didn't realize this. If you're an adult, you can't wear the costume
Yeah.
because then you could be mistaken
Yeah.
as an actual cast member.
Yeah, that's why they have to bound.
That's why they bound.
Yeah.
That's why they push the limits.
That's the point.
Yeah, it's pretty. But there was like it's 14 and under. You can dress as a princess. Anything above that, you can't. You'll be kicked out for impersonating a cast member. But
Yeah, I
dude.
can see how that was a problem.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Like,
man.
oh, I'm going to dress up like a character so I can hug all the kids.
And pervert. Yeah, and pervert. And they're
Yeah.
perverts. Yeah. But dude, we go there. So we do all that stuff. I was like, man, this is actually kind of blowing my mind. Is that a bounder? That's a little too close.
I'm afraid I've been thinking. Oh, unfortunate.
It's literally just like, what if every character was gay as fuck? Dude?
I got friends on the other side. Pathetic.
That was a fantastic joke by James McCann when we saw the princess parade. The princes are with them. James is like, wow, I wonder if the princesses know that all their husband like men. Because they were just gay guys in the float, like, ah. That was really funny. Yeah, we watched. So we did that. We went to, so we saw the Princess Parade. And then there was a guy. This was dude, we were getting assaulted by British guys. Rude British guys constantly. If you go to Disney World, watch out for the Brits. They're fucking assholes.
Yeah, of course. Get the Brits out.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
Up the rod. You should have upped the rod at Disney.
Dude, well, Brittany up the rod one guy pretty badly, dude. It was we're at the Princess Parade, and so we're like right in the front, and this guy standing there. He has 2 teenage kids. His kids are sitting down, so like people can see over their backs as it was just little kids. The dad is standing. The dad's like 6'2", just standing there, blocking the vantage. And
There's a Brit.
Yeah, and Brittany was like,
all right, hey, the princess.
Dude, it was.
They probably worship the fucking princesses.
That's what I'm saying. I think they saw that monarchy. I think they're jealous of our monarchy.
Yeah.
But they were sitting there, and Brittany was like, hey, do you mind if like there's this line. She's like, do you mind backing up like 2 feet? So like we had like 5 little like fucking 4-year-olds. Do you mind if they get in front of you so they can see? And you can, and he was like, no, I got here first and I'm videotaping. And Brittany was like, you're videotaping this shit? And he was like, I got here first. I'm not moving. And he had like 2 teenage kids with him. So, and Brittany's, I'm like, just chill. And I was like, dude, can you just do me a solid? I was like, back up a foot. You can videotape. Just so the kids can see around you. No, I'm not moving. I'm like, dude, I was like, that's kind of crazy. I was like, that's really weird. You're doing that. I was like, do your thing. I'm like, that's bizarre. And he was like, And then so they start coming. Brittany held Maya up in front of his camera. He was like, oh yeah, real nice, very nice of you.
Oh man.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, he was pissed off.
That is a gathering of fucking dickheads at that place.
Well, dude, and that's the thing. Disney World is like, there is like that weird, like almost like you're in church where like there's a pressure, like you can't act up in there. It's kind of, it looks crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's like supposed to be a very special
It's fun
place.
and there's kids. Yeah.
But there are apparently compilations of Disney World arrests, and I can see it going wrong.
I've peeped those.
Because they do pump you with, you can get pumped with the alcohol and Epcot and all that stuff.
People get pumped on that booze.
Yeah,
They get a little rowdy.
Getting hammered in Disney World is kind of tight. I had just a simple marg and a flight of mezcal.
My dad took me to Disney. It was just me and Phil when I was a kid. I was in 5th grade, I think.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was a little old. I was 3rd grade was when he told me I was going.
Oh yeah,
it was a Christmas gift. I didn't get anything.
You waited
for
for
Christmas.
2 years.
I didn't get anything for Christmas that year except a towel with Mickey Mouse on it. And I opened it. I was like, "The fuck's this?" They're like, "You're going to Disney World." And I was like, "Holy shit!"
And you went 2 years later.
2 years later, my dad finally had like a business trip in Florida, and he was like, "All right, fine." He got fucking. That's all we did. We just went to fucking Epcot. I just watched my dad go to like the German section.
Get
Just drink beer. He was like, "Look at this! I got you one of these." It was like chicken on a stick, and I was actually pumped.
Yeah, it's actually.
I was like, "This is so fucking cool."
If you give kids stuff on sticks, they are. Yeah. That's a
that
huge
holds
hack.
up though. That's Freud would know about that. That's
true.
That's just gay.
True, it's phallic.
We like to eat phallic things.
It's your father's handing you
Your
his
father's
penis.
handing you his penis. You're eating it. You're gay.
You're
You wanna
destroying
kill
it. No,
him.
you're destroying it.
You're destroying your dad's cock.
You can't have the threat of obliteration from your father. Well, your father will cut your penis off. Your father will cut your penis off.
Time to read fucking Popper. Karl Popper's the bro, dude. We're done with this Freud bullshit.
He's too reductionistic. I can't. I mean, for physics, yeah, but for the subjective human experience, Popper just is lost, dude, in the mirrored hallway. So, well, I say, hold on, still. Let me put this in my lab. I say,
oh, you want to suck your father's cock? Yes, this is nice. This is totally normal. I had a rough improv last night. I forgot about that.
What was
I don't know if you saw it. I just broke out into a Hitler.
When?
There was a part of a joke where I was like, if you don't laugh, this is just hate speech right now. And I was like, it's an and people were like, because I fucked up the impression. It didn't even sound like Hitler. It just sounded like I had a stroke. I was on stage.
Also, Hitler does sound like he's having a fucking stroke.
He's fired up, dude.
Yeah.
You would be too.
Yeah, I made the mistake. I'll never do it again. I came out last night and greeted the crowd. I was like, where are all my Jews at? I thought it'd be funny because I wanted to talk about Jewish people. People were not happy.
Yeah.
And I got all self-conscious. I was like, oh, shit, fuck.
Yeah.
Where all my motherfucking Jews at?
When you start with a rough one,
yeah, it's tough.
I've opened with that joke that my mom got sad about a couple times, and it's an intense bomb.
Yeah.
It's an intense one where people are like, oh my God.
I thought people
This
would
guy's
laugh.
a prick.
Yeah, people went, ooh. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to like,
Yeah,
you start being like, I'm not trying to kill them. It's like,
I'm not trying to kill them.
I'm not going to fucking beat them up. I'm going to subject them to a certain, yeah. But dude, so then we went to Epcot, and did you go on that inside like the?
I don't think I did.
Dude,
In the ball?
You would get so fucking fired up in that
What's
ride
going
on
on
the
in
ball.
there?
I forgot all about it. I went on it when I was little, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, I think you just walk around this thing. 'Cause James was like, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, walk around. It's like a gift shop, I think. No, dude, you get on a ride that takes you from like throughout history and shows basically like the evolution of Western civilization. But it's these mechanical guys, and they're taking you through this big like dome, and you're looking at like cavemen, then the ancient Egyptians. It's pretty much, it's actually all of civilization, but they, it's like they throw in the Egyptians and I think like the Middle East. But they have like this age, that the Greeks, the Romans, and you're going on and on. It goes to like the 20s, the 50s, the 70s. It just shows you like how humans have evolved through technology. And dude, I was like so fired up about it.
That's it.
It was really cool. And then you go into a thing and like you look at the nighttime. It's like they show you like the stars in this giant dome. It's fucking awesome.
That is nice.
I was so fucking fired up. But our fucking thing was in Chinese. So I had to narrate I was like, because they would just be like, well, I'm because our cart, somehow the language was set to Chinese. Where our guide was just weird. And Brittany was so fucking mad. And I was like, no, I know what this is. This is Greek. This is Greece. I can tell. And then now we're in Rome. So I had to narrate all the stuff to her. So she was kind of bummed about that.
Fuck was it in Chinese?
That's
dude?
what she was saying, bro. She was so mad. She was so pissed off.
I'd be pissed.
But I was like,
I'd be pissed.
But I was trying to hit her with that stuff. I'm like, this is even better because we can like just like
We
think
can just
about it
make
for
it
ourselves.
up.
We can just think about it for ourselves. I was spot on. I got the Greek. I'm like, we're about to hit Rome next. We did, and then what the fuck else? It was sick though. But I didn't know when they were like showing papyrus, like the invention of paper. I was like, yeah, there's fucking that's like the Turkish Empire.
Egypt inventing paper.
I had no idea.
All right.
Yeah, let's
Let's
swing
page it
over.
up, dude.
Let's get to the real stuff.
Now it's time to get down to business.
Let's get to the real stuff.
on the Patreon.
Let's go.
All right.
Yes.
This is it.
Oh, we're on.
We're
okay.
doing another history podcast. This time we've got the Colin Quinn,
Yes.
and today's topic is Vietnam.
Vietnam.
What a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. What a crazy time. I mean, in some ways, I feel like it's the most important. It changed everything. Plus, it was at that time,
Yeah.
But it changed. I always feel like these things have like bigger, like what comes first? Vietnam makes people, was it a revolution where everybody's like, we're fighting against the system, or was Vietnam the thing that triggers it off? And would it have happened without Vietnam? Would the 60s have happened without Vietnam?
Yeah.
Because Vietnam, as you know, I'm breaking out my extensive knowledge, started for America in the 40s.
Yeah.
And it was because we were helping France, because we owed France from the Revolutionary War.
I was
What?
the thing I've looked at it, dude. France dragged us into this to the point
I had
that's
no idea.
like, France owned Vietnam.
Mhm.
It was a colony. Japan took it when they got a little wild.
Yeah.
And then the United States liberated it.
Okay.
And that was the thing. Ho Chi Minh, the guy who ended up being the leader of the Viet Cong, was like, I love America.
That's
he was
right.
like, he was
That's right.
He was writing letters to Truman
That's
saying
right.
like, I love you. Thank you. They were like, Americans are the only free people on earth.
Yes.
These are incredible people. The leader of them
Yeah.
loved America.
Yeah.
And then he started, this is the craziest part. So France goes back in after the war and is like, we're taking it back. And America was like,
Man.
don't do that.
Yeah.
And we were kind of siding with Ho Chi Minh and the Vietnamese. And then France was like, this is the beginning of the Cold War. So France is like, hey, if you guys don't support us, maybe we'll start listening to fucking Russia. And then America was like, all right, we'll fucking help you out.
Damn.
Anyway.
That is interesting. And by the way, speaking of Ho Chi Minh writing letters to Truman, all those letters were redacted and
Yeah.
till like 1970 something.
And half of them Truman never got because the Secret Service was like,
Wow.
he
I
doesn't
didn't
need
know
to
that.
see these. Yeah.
Yeah, making those decisions.
It's almost
in
like
those
they-
days, everybody made, but that's the whole thing about Vietnam too. Everybody's making their own decisions, determining. So the when you have power, when you disperse power in that way, everybody goes, I'll take this part. And they're all just like,
And because of the Cold War, the Secret Service and the CIA were like, this is more important. Like the CIA versus the KGB in Russia and the Soviet Union, that became the two superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were doing stuff like undermining the fucking president to be like, the war against Russia is more. I mean, it was I don't like Vietnam because of how frustrating and stupid it is.
Well, but first of all, the CIA, when you think about it, their whole thing was the Cold War first. So all the drug dealing that happened in the 70s and 80s was again from every cartel. The CIA, when they're like, okay, CIA, they would stop the DEA from doing their job all the time because they're like, the Cold War, these are anti-communists, but they're the heads of the cartels, but they're anti-communists, and that was their priority. So they made that choice, and I'm sure the president didn't want to make the choice, whoever it was during all those times, but that was the choice they always made.
Damn, then they did the Just Say No like 10 years later. And like, come on, guys, don't do drugs.
Just say no. But even Just Say No,
So
they were still telling the DEA, back off this guy, back off that guy.
It's so funny.
Because they were saying, look, we think communism is a greater threat. Still in the late 80s. It's crazy.
They were right. We got a tiny taste of it here, and it's pretty annoying.
Communism communism does fucking blow.
Good point.
Yeah,
Especially when the communists are rich and like 30 years old.
Yeah.
And getting DUIs. You see Nancy Pelosi's husband? He's 82 and caught a DUI. Anyway.
Well, I think somebody 82 catching a DUI, I admire that.
I do too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That should be free. That should be like, let you go on that.
All right. We're getting off topic. So,
True.
Yeah.
Vietnam, the French. The French are fucking dickheads.
Dude. Brutal.
They were dickheads.
So they dragged us in. They were
They
really
absolutely dragged us in.
Hit the
Well,
letters.
they dragged us in, but we wanted into. I mean, we could have left. We could have left 10. We could have left. I mean, I read this book, A Bright Shining Light. I just happened to be reading it. By the way, whenever you read a book, especially a Kindle, try to find out how many pages it is. First.
Oh, yeah.
This book's 800 pages. Fuck. So I was reading it like, oh, this is A Bright Shining Light. It doesn't sound like a long book.
Yeah.
It's the history of everything. But France, they left. We helped them. So there was what turned Ho Chi Minh, one of the things that turned him is we decided we supplied France with all these all the mortars and everything where they destroyed a lot of it in Vietnam, and that turned them against America too. Ho Chi Minh,
I'll do
It was there was a battle. I forget the name of it. So I was just
Dien
watching
Bien
the Ken
Phu?
Burns on it. What is it?
Dien Bien Phu.
Yes. So the French were kind of fucking up the Vietnamese. I mean, it was the same as us versus them. They had superior firepower, but again, just like time and time again, the Vietnamese were very good at guerrilla warfare because we trained them during World War II.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little fucking, Mujahideen type shit.
Yeah.
And they were about to come to talks. France and Vietnam, they were about to come to the table. Before they went to have talks, they both tried to get one more offensive in, so they had leverage when they went to talks.
Nice.
So France sets up at what's it,
Dien Bien Phu, yeah.
They just put themselves at the bottom of this valley, and they're like, "We're just going to build an airfield here. We're going to fuck them up." One of the French generals was like, "I have too many guns. We're going to fuck these dudes up."
Damn.
And the Vietnamese surrounded them in this valley and just destroyed them. The French guy, the general that led that, killed himself honorably because he was like, "We're going to wipe the floor with these guys."
Why'd they
And
go
then
in a valley? Isn't that a bad? I'm not a military
it
tactician,
was
but
a
isn't that
bad
like
call.
not the good idea?
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Well, it's funny you say that because even Khe Sanh, the famous 14 years later, America did the same thing. Set themselves up was surrounded by all the mountains, so created a valley and set up an airstrip, a landing strip in the valley, and got killed because of it.
Damn.
It's really amazing. I mean, the other thing about Vietnam is you realize how you always think when you're young, at least, like the people in charge, they spend all their time doing this. They know what they're doing. But there were so many egos involved that the few people who were like, this is not working, they were just like, stop.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're saying. Just because of ego. People think, oh, their
Damn.
motive was they wanted money. They would still get the money. This was about like something else, a power struggle where you pay the price or the troops pay the price.
Oh, it sucks. Yeah, if you're just some dude sitting in a village and some guy had an argument and you're just getting blown up and you're like, what the fuck is this about?
And the other thing they had
some
was
guy
that
couldn't come to grips with it. He was like, no, fuck it, I'm right.
in the early 60s, they had this Hamlet program where they said, we're going to bring all these weapons to each hamlet, all these little hamlets, because it was kind of half and half, like North Korea. And they brought all these weapons to all these hamlets and said, look, you're in charge of the weapons. And it was all American-made modern stuff. And of course, the Viet Cong, who kind of controlled more or less, they had the hearts of the people. They took all the weapons. So we supplied the Viet Cong with all these weapons in the early 60s, and it kept them going.
It genuinely makes me like all my information's from the Ken Burns documentary,
Right.
and I watch it, and every time I'm watching it, by episode 2, I'm like, what the fuck is going? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Well, I don't know if this was in the Ken Burns documentary, but did you see the guy? It is. I think it is. I saw that Ken Burns is Beckwith, with the guy an advisor, Colonel Beckwith,
Oh yeah,
Sergeant Charlie Beckwith, and he goes. They interview him and he go, "What do you think of the Viet Cong?" He goes, "Finest soldiers I've ever seen." This is in 1965.
Yeah.
What?
He goes, "What? The Viet Cong?" He goes, "Best soldiers I've ever." I wish I had 200 of them under my command. And right away, you're like, "Oh, we should have realized something was up then."
well they'd been fighting for 30 years.
Mhm.
These dudes have been fighting since like World War II. They didn't stop fighting.
Really?
From World War II until the end of Vietnam, they were fighting constantly.
And their home territory.
Yeah.
And they're so small, they had to be crafty. All the tunnels, all the trails, they know everything.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know?
Was that the first American war where like the American troops were like, "What the fuck's going? What's the point of
Yeah.
this?" The
I
first
think
time they
Korea,
were
I'm sure they were a little bit like actually.
Yeah, Korea, MacArthur screwed up Korea.
Yeah.
MacArthur, everybody was like, "Don't do this." MacArthur's like, the people loved him.
Yeah.
The Korean people like, "This guy's our savior." And he just was like a king over there.
Yeah.
And then he just said, "We're going to do it this way." I forget, he landed on the coast. So he did something that was strategically a nightmare. And even his generals were like, "Don't do this. What are you doing?" And he goes, "I know what I'm doing." And
Yeah, that
Of
guy,
course,
he
it's
had,
still-
he had a
God.
fucking ego, dude.
That stinks.
He referred to himself in the third person.
Did he?
was fucking
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah, he was wild. MacArthur was wild.
That sucks.
He might get a bad rap though. I kind of like him.
yeah, no, he was beloved. Look,
Yeah.
the people loved him because Japan loved him because after World War II, they were expecting, because they were so horrendous during World War II, they expected him to really bear down, and he treated them like, he said, "You treat these people like human beings." So Japanese people treat him like a god. So he felt like a god.
That's tough to shake off. That would get me. If I
Yeah,
was getting like samurai glory, I'd be like, yeah, you know what?
I know. Even
Dudes
if
are
I,
like presenting you swords and
You
shit.
get to wear
I'm
one of
like,
those
yeah, I
cool
guess I am.
suits. If I get to
Yeah.
wear one of those cool suits, I'm like, who do I? I'll slash
I think
away.
that's why God never even let me sell out like the Beacon or something like that. He keeps me at a level of 300 to 400 seats on the road, and there's a reason for it.
Oh man.
So what was it? So chronologically, the French direct. So we were like boys.
So it's
with
a
them.
French colony. Then there's World War II.
Yeah.
Japan takes over, and like always when Japan would invade, all the Asian countries were like, "Nice, finally the fucking white colonists are gone.
Yeah.
We're gonna get treated well," and they immediately get starved to death and
Yeah.
beheaded and fucked with.
That sucks.
So then when the Americans liberated Vietnam, and the British, whoever, they were like, "Fuck yeah, we love America." Then France after World War II, who just got their fucking ass whooped,
Yeah, yeah.
they're like, "Actually, we want those colonies back."
Nice.
Yeah.
And and Vietnam was like, "No, this is ours now.
Yeah.
We're independent again." So then
Do they have to write a letter to Vietnam like, "Hey, buddy,
we're coming back.
bad news"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry. We should start chronologically.
Yeah.
Let you.
What
all
year?
I watch is fucking Ken Burns.
What? Oh, what are we talking about? Well,
I
yeah,
don't know. Whatever you want.
what you said, and then France, when they lost, you know what I mean, the Geneva talks. Geneva, I think it was the first Geneva talk back then. Maybe not, but then
That was the best one.
was that
That was
probably
the best one. First, Geneva was
we
the
were like,
best.
"Hey, I like Geneva," you know, and then we went in. Eisenhower said, "We're just going to arm them in the 50s. You know, we're just going to keep arming them because we don't want communism to spread down there." And then because China, they were about China taking over Vietnam, but Vietnam wasn't worried because they were half communist. Like you said, by that point, Ho Chi Minh was pro-American until that horrible event where the France destroyed like all these innocent villages, and then he turned on America because we supplied France. They didn't have
Fair enough.
In Bien Dien Phu,
Bien Bien Phu is when they got cocky.
America started supplying France because the only way the French could get anything was airdrops
Yeah.
because they were in a fucking valley getting destroyed. Like 8,000 French dudes died.
Jesus.
Again, though, the Vietnamese lost like 3-1 casualties, but they were like, "That's a victory."
Yeah. That's
They
what
would get fucking wiped out constantly.
Yeah, that was. What was that one quote? Like, all we have to do is just stay here and just die.
I mean, yeah,
That was one of the Vietnamese soldiers. Like, all we have to do is just not become extinct, and we win. And it was like,
It's great.
yeah, that's tough.
Well, that's
That
the
sucks.
problem with everything, right? I mean, anytime you go anywhere, the people that live there, they have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, you trap a trapped rat is going to fight to the death.
Yeah.
So
But then, yeah.
it got to the point where they're talking about like the United States was literally funding 80% of the French versus Vietnamese war. We were giving France 80% of the budget to
Damn.
win the war. Yeah.
Yeah.
France sucks.
France did a bad job, and then they left, and then we decided it's such a weird. I look at it so like psychologically, like what I understand about the domino theory was part of it, but
Yeah.
the psychological mindset you put yourself into. There was this guy Harkins, the general. He was the guy that ran it. He is really responsible in many ways because we go back and tell the president and these guys it's going good, but even then, the presidents, the ambassadors, they all went along. It just goes to show. I mean, I quote my mother all the time. I rest her soul, but she used to always say, "People," and I see this deeper and deeper in everything. And this is a perfect example. People are attracted to bullshit, and if you offer them something that's quality or truthful and bullshit, they go for the bullshit every time. And I said to my mother at the time, I go, "That's true most of the time." She goes, "I didn't say most of the time. I said every time." And Vietnam's a perfect example because he was this guy Van. This whole book, Bright Shine Lights, about this guy Van. It was in Vietnam he was the early guy, and he's like, "Look, we're gonna lose. Here's what's happening. The Hamlets, we're giving away our guns. The communists are taking. We're bombing village. We were search and destroy in 1963."
Jesus.
And he goes, "We're losing everybody. We got to either win them over through like social revolution, the corruption of the South Vietnamese. They're taking everything. Their special forces that we trained are destroying people. This is terrible. We're losing." And everybody, even the people that kind of knew better, just went like, "Oh." And then somebody else like, "No, we're just going to do this." And they're like, "Okay, let's do that." And it wasn't that it was easier. And they almost like will themselves into like, if you've ever been involved in like a TV or movie project, right? And everyone's sitting there and you start out going, "It's got to be this." And then slowly you start to go, "Oh yeah, no that." And then somebody that wasn't involved in the first month walks in and goes, "Are you guys all gone crazy?" And yes, you have. And
No one
that's
wants
what
to
I feel
say
like.
it sucks. They're like, "No, this is good."
You start to believe it.
Yeah.
You get in this stupor. And that's what I think happened in Vietnam with our military.
I mean,
You're on the set of Aquaman 6 and you're like, "This still's good.
This might be the best picture.
And you ever go to a screening of a movie?
No.
And then I've gone to screenings of movies, and you'll sit there and be like, "That movie was really good." If you're around the movie,
Sure,
and
yeah.
you know the cast, you know if other people, you're like, "It was good, it was bad." And then if I've been with people that go, "Are you crazy? That was shit." And then later I'm like, I was in a state of temporary insanity, and I feel like that's what happened.
Ah.
For
Also,
years.
the domino effect bothers me. It just annoys me.
You don't
It's
like dominoes?
Obviously,
You don't like-
Obviously, I crush dominoes.
No, you don't. I'll tell you, you don't like. You don't like that slippery slope theory. That's basically the domino effect,
Yeah.
right? I agree. I don't
When
like
it
it.
when it comes to why we were in Vietnam
Yeah.
was they were like, well, if China's influence and the Soviet influence gets Vietnam, they're going to get all of Southeast Asia, and
Yeah.
it's like, so
Well, but at the time, Russia had just taken all of Eastern Europe in the early 50s. So, in the grand scheme of things, considering how people felt at that time,
I know they were scared of it, but it's
I mean, it wasn't like just some crazy. It was like, wait, they just took Czechoslovakia, Hungary, all these places.
yeah.
They're moving. Everybody in Europe is on the same page. Everybody's like post World War II, and they're like, "Oh, they're gonna move," because everybody knew even in World War II. Remember what Patton was like? We should go right into Russia.
Yeah.
Patton, by the way, an enemy of my family.
Really?
One of my uncles was 19 years old, World War II, captured by the Germans, POW camp for a year. German POW camp, 90 pounds. He's 19 years old, maybe he's 20 by now. He's in the hospital when they finally release him. Patton's visiting all the wounded troops. Then he gets to the POWs. They go, "Do you want to?" These are all the POWs. He goes, "I don't talk to cowards." Patton says, he goes, "I don't talk to cowards. You're supposed to die with your unit. I don't believe in POWs." So my uncle hated Patton. Every film we get together, people like, especially when the movie Patton came out, it was like, "Hey, George, you're going to go see the Patton movie?" And he's like, his name was George too. And he's like, beat it, you know.
Damn, you went and just snubbed the POWs?
He literally goes, he called them cowards.
Yeah.
My uncle's like 90 pounds. He's 19, 20 years old. He's
I
going
mean,
like,
one of the opening scenes in
Oh.
Patton is when he's slapping a guy in the hospital.
oh, yeah,
He's
that's
slapping
right.
him, calling him a fucking
For
coward
PTSD,
in the
that's
hospital.
right. That's right, the
Yeah.
PTSD guy.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yeah, that's what a jerk. So
Yeah, where are we at?
We're saying
We got.
we're saying that you don't believe in the domino theory.
I mean, I understand at the time there's a hysteria. It's the same reason we fucking went into Iraq. We were like,
Yeah.
they're trying to kill us. They hate our freedom.
Right.
they do.
And after fucking 15, 20 years, we're like, what the fuck was that?
Right. There was no weapons.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
Well, I remember that remember the book I was talking about, the George Friedman book, where it was the next 100 years and they predicted all that stuff. Remember, like 2 weeks before Russia invaded Ukraine,
Yeah.
that he was saying that U.S. is so far and ahead of everybody, like economically, militarily, that all they're trying to do is break up every alliance that forms.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not about winning wars; it's about just destabilizing.
But at this point, Russia was
they're gaining.
they were pretty fucking powerful. They just got the nuke.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden
But
it was
by the way, to that end, I think it was Ellsberg, the guy with the Pentagon Papers, which was a big thing. But when one of these guys was looking into the Russia thing in 1960, he was working with a nuclear, and he said it was shocking because they were like Russia. They were nowhere in the same ballpark with us. They had nothing compared to us.
Really?
And the military just had this, narrative in their head like Russia and us. And they were just child's play compared to us at the time, 58, 59, something like that. I think that was Ellsberg, Pentagon Papers, but I'm not sure. But something like that. But yeah, that was the other side of it.
Damn, so
we're
even that
fighting
was
again.
bullshit.
But they did take all those countries. I mean, that was real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
all those countries are fucking shit.
Well, were they shit
Eastern
because
Europe
of
and
that, though?
Southeast Asia.
But were
Who
they?
gives a fuck?
But were they shit then, or were they shit?
Because of
Because people say the same thing about any colony,
Yeah, like you're talking like Macedonia, Bulgaria.
And how important
They were the shit back in like.
But this brings up the
1400
question
BC.
about capitalism versus communism. How important is free will? That's the question. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what this whole thing is about, right?
yeah.
Yeah, or I think it's human organization schemes. Aren't there people at the top of communism who live like very well and kind of rule still anyway?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's just kind of like which one do you want, peasants? It's like you get to compete and have fun, or it's like, or you share. And it's,
Right. Yeah.
But
I mean, obviously,
I'll
I like
kill
capitalism.
communism.
I like the
Don't want
idea
it.
of capitalism.
the what?
Capitalism, I mean, obviously it's when it's unfettered, it's not going to work. But the idea of capitalism I like because it appeals to humans' nature's greedy side, which I feel like anytime you appeal to people based on something that's not so innocent, that's probably the healthy way to go. Because that's how people's nature is.
It's not repressed.
But if it goes too, obviously you can't have people just, doing whatever they want. That's a
Yeah.
problem.
Just
Yeah, I mean,
going
so-
into space.
Was that, yeah.
Just
Like, it was
guys
just
launching
crazy.
themselves into space.
I mean, the results are in. So far, it's one in terms
Capitalism?
of like remaining a thing in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
one. It's one.
And yeah.
It's winning.
And
currently.
communism has to try harder to keep people from giving their opinion. So that means it's not a good system.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. We're dancing with that a little bit,
Yeah.
not being able to say stuff. So
Oh, absolutely.
we'll see. Maybe that'll go well. Who knows? Maybe the whole thing will just collapse and we'll all fucking die.
Well,
I just wish my
That's-
eye would stop watering right now.
Why? Why's your eye watering?
I think I had hot sauce this morning. I rubbed it right in my eye. But go on. Sorry.
that's
don't mind
crazy.
Me.
This is your Vietnam.
This is, man. I'm suffering right now. It's my Ho Chi Minh.
One time I was out with a girl years ago, and you have to say years ago whenever you're married, but it was years ago. But I had some kind of a sauce. Here's what I realized, by the way. I came so anyway, I had it was like a pepper flake, a garlic and oil, but really hot sauce. So I go to pee. So you don't wash your hands before you pee; you wash them after. Not anymore. So anyway, I pee, I wash my hands, and I realize my dick is on fire.
Oh,
And I'm sitting there with her and I'm talking. I'm going, and finally I had to just tell her what was going on.
My
And I
dick's
just
on
walked
fire.
back to the bathroom and just splashed myself with water. But isn't it weird? You don't wash your hands before you hold your dick, which
Yeah.
is when you should.
I would say,
course.
yeah, definitely. I don't
And
wash my
after,
hands after
really.
I
Of
pee
course.
ever.
But it's after is more.
I just
saying-
never
yeah.
do.
Never.
What's that now?
I just never wash my hands.
Never. Either way.
No.
I smell my hands. If I take a dump, I smell them. If they smell,
Yeah.
I'll wash them. If I emerge clean, I'm like,
Dude, your eye is fucked.
dude, my eye's fucked up. I don't know what's going on. I
yeah.
got something in it.
You got Bieber, dude.
I might have fucking. What does he have?
Oh,
Hunter?
no. You have a.
He has Hunter Biden syndrome or something.
No, what if you have that stupid other thing? What's it called?
Whatever Bieber got. The fucking.
Oh, no. The eye thing.
He got the Joker face.
What's it
No.
called?
What's the eye thing?
Pink
Justin
eye,
Bieber.
yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Is that
oh,
what you
yeah.
were looking for? Was pink eye?
Yes.
This guy's got
There's
all the answers.
Conjunctivitis.
Conjunctivitis. You're
Yes.
looking for the medical term. All right.
But I'll take pink eye.
Vietnam.
Ah, it's fine now.
What the fuck happened? What happened?
Vietnam?
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was. Well, I said it was a weird narcotic state where it's been kind of a thing after World War II. It's gone now, but where we're like, no, we don't really fail. Everybody wants this because it works so well. Not just World War II, the Marshall Plan even worked because we're dealing with all these countries and suddenly they're coming back. By 1960s, 50s, Germany's even back. So we're like the benign guys that we control things, but everybody's kind of like getting their thing who wants to be on the team. And then, we didn't realize there was a whole undercurrent. So like the overcurrent is Europe, then the undercurrent is the colonies. So all the colonies were rebelling starting in the late 50s.
Oh yeah.
From Africa to, South America. And so there was that whole thing going on,
The vacay spots were popping
There was so
off.
much going on, isn't it weird?
All the sandals.
The Sandals Resorts.
All the sandals resorts where they've had it up to here.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
it was kind of a weird, it was an interesting time. if
I
you
can
really
see
think about it.
communism appealing to that.
Yeah.
You're down
Of
there.
You
course.
guys share the fucking daiquiris.
pissing
dude.
around the cheese.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, like Cuba, look at Cuba with the whole mafia thing. It was such an interesting thing where it was like, they letting all these capitalist things, and then they were like, no, and Castro came in, and you know what I mean? They, even though Cuba failed, they didn't like the corruption level that was going on. The same thing with South Vietnam.
Yeah.
We
That was
were
the thing. We propped up some fucking
We
dumbass.
propped up a dumbass.
And we would never get rid of it. And then as soon as you saw that part, we were watching it.
Yeah.
We propped up this dude who just immediately started persecuting the Buddhists.
Absolutely.
Started.
Yep.
His wife was a fucking
Yeah.
monster who was like, "Good, I'm glad they're burning themselves."
Yes. His wife
it
and
was-
his brother.
Yeah, they were just morons,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we couldn't back off because we were like, "It's still better than communism."
Yep.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ho Chi Minh was kind of fucking cool.
Right. He liked us at the beginning.
Yeah,
He
he was
wasn't
like-
totally into this thing. And then
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. It's like
but he
assistant.
became,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
assistant manager
Now,
energy.
did you know a lot of guys that were in Vietnam?
I knew a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a kid doing the whole thing,
Yeah.
And I remember as a little kid, you'd watch, it was on the news every day at 5 and 6 o'clock, you'd see the footage from Vietnam. So it was like such a part. It wasn't like I was shocked because I wasn't from the generation before that. That was all I knew. I was 7,
Yeah.
8 years old, 9 years old. But I remember seeing footage of Vietnam all the time on TV and the news, and it was just a constant thing. And I remember one time in class, we were talking about Vietnam. This is probably 71, or maybe 70. And the teacher or the kids were going, yeah, Vietnam is bad. And this girl in our class starts screaming and crying because her brother got killed in Vietnam. And so I knew probably 3 guys, older guys, that didn't hang out with me, but I mean,
Yeah.
I knew 3 guys that were Marines in Vietnam that got wounded, that came home, and they all had those cliche Marine personalities. I mean, Vietnam vet
Yeah.
personality. The army jacket by themselves, the big beards when they're home, heavy drinker,
Damn.
heavy smoker, prone to outbursts, but still good guys. Like they were guys we like, they weren't like people hung out with them and talked to them, but they had that other side to them, partly from being in the war, partly from what they did, partly from what Vietnam did, and partly from their reaction when they came home.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you walk around, people weren't going, thank you for your service either,
Yikes. That stinks.
Yeah, so I knew a few guys, yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing we were talking about. O'Connor brought this up. We were talking about last night. He's like, imagine today's fucking college student. Imagine
Jesus
being
Christ.
a dude who got drafted
Yeah.
and had to go live through fucking hell. And then you get home and one of these fuckers throws like a bag of piss at you and is like, baby killer.
Fuck you.
Like, yeah.
Right. Oh my God.
That's when I would join the Ohio National Guard and I would head down to Kent State and say, fuck you guys.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But it was interesting that they all did have that personality.
Yeah.
Even the guys I knew, guy across the street, my friend's brother, was a Vietnam vet that didn't fight. He was a airplane mechanic, and even he was screwed up.
Fucked up from it.
Yeah.
My
Jesus.
uncle was a Marine and he never talks about it. Ever.
Wow.
Like literally never talks about it. One night he and I got drunk and he opened up about it.
Really?
And
Wow.
it was wild. He saw a fucking Chinook get hit and just spun.
Oh.
Dudes flew everywhere. I mean, it was. Now my other uncle was in Vietnam, and he is a little more. He's a little more sociopath, like psycho. That's
Yeah.
like, I killed a guy,
Yeah.
and I was like, "How was that?" And it was just me and him, and he goes, "It's fucking incredible." I was like, "Yo."
I told you I knew a guy who was a sniper, and he was saying,
Yeah.
he's like, you get addicted to the feeling of killing people, and he's like,
Sure.
and he was a nice dude. He's like, I didn't have like ill will towards people,
Yeah.
but he's like, I like would watch people eat dinner, and as soon as they finish, right in the head. He's like,
Let
by
him
like the
finish, though.
12th one, he's like, you get like a god complex, and you're like, I'm ended. This
God
is done.
damn.
Yeah.
You just
My
watch
uncle-
people hang
my-
out. And
The guy in Vietnam.
nail 'em.
I've told you this before. It was like a 90-degree trail,
Mm.
and you couldn't see around the corner. So he's walking one way. A Viet Cong was walking up the path. He said they literally bumped into each other in the jungle, and then it was just a race to see who could get their
Wow.
who could get their gun out faster, and he got his out
Woo!
first.
Jesus Christ.
Now he's still. I mean, and then he got fucked up. He got hit with a rocket propelled grenade. And he blew. His nipples missing. His calves off.
Oh.
Yeah, and he had to lay there because they're in the middle of a firefight. He had to lay there for 3 hours on the jungle floor, like, I'm dead, I'm dying for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, he's a
Nipple-
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
Fuck.
and is it that different from war? Like, my father was in Korea and Korean and war, and he said the most disturbing part was, which is still chilling, that the lieutenants or the officers would nightly bring in the Korean prisoners and beat the living shit out of them, and always like, "Hey, Brooklyn, you want a piece?" And he's like, "No, thanks." And they would just like just torture the guys, just beat them for fun. So it was already starting to lose the.
yeah. The
and
glamour of World War II.
And then, but Vietnam is a different. Like, I feel like this setup, even though it happened in World War II, it happens in every war. The setup of search and destroy is what fucked them all up. Because here you are, you grow up in the 50s, you're watching these movies, you have a little bit, even if you're not innocent, you know you're capable of, but you're still. And then suddenly you're in the middle of this thing where they go, no, you have to burn all these hamlets because, like I said, the Hamlet program, the Vietnamese took over the hamlets. So they go, and the Vietnamese are in there. And whether they are or not, they're in enough where you're like, okay, it's them or me. And so you're torturing all these peasants out of their house, torching their
Yeah, just
village.
burning their
Oh,
fucking.
that's like the strategy.
How long did they
That's
do that
our
for?
strategy.
How long did they do
The
that
whole
for?
time.
The whole entire
whole-
time.
from
They just went there to burn
1963.
villages down?
Yeah,
From 1963.
Jesus
And they
Christ.
said even, that's what Morley Safer was, the guy from 60 Minutes. Who I always thought, oh, this fucking annoying guy, you know. But meanwhile, he was a reporter, and they filmed in 1965 torching of a Hamlet. 1965, early in the war. And that's when everyone started protesting the Vietnam
Yeah.
War. Because they watched on TV, they're like, wait, this is like liberating France. What's going on here? It was just all these peasants running, they're torching the house and shooting the pigs. Like that was on the
Yeah.
national news.
Jesus.
On the
fucking
evening
Christ.
news.
That's what you were watching?
Well, I don't remember that, but I'm saying, but people
Yeah,
it
yeah.
shocked the whole country. That's when the protests
because
began.
we were the good guys.
Oh,
We
I
were
got
always
you.
the good guys.
But
We were always a good
was
guy.
the news showing it
We were
like,
the-
check us out? Never like, boo, or like, fuck.
No, the news was like, "Hey,
This is
That's
crazy.
because the news was doing their fucking job,
True. Yeah.
and they're like, "Here's what's
Yes.
actually happening."
No, right. They just shot, and Morley Safer had to leave. Like they were threatening him because they were saying he took it out of context. He didn't, which he probably
He took
did
it
too.
out of context.
Well, I'm saying
Yeah.
they weren't saying that they'd been getting shot, like Marines had gotten shot from that village.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm saying it wasn't like, it's not just us evil and everybody else is good either. But I mean,
No,
it
they were
still
bad.
it was a stupid strategy. you
But
know?
see, this is what happened. And it was
Yeah.
crazy because the French had just done it before us.
Yes.
Failed.
So they did this thing called pacification where they were like,
Right.
they tried to do the social set. Like they were like, we're going to help build your rice paddies up. We're going to give you food. We're going to build schools. And during the day it worked. And then at night the Viet Cong would come in, take the food,
That's
take
right.
the fucking guns,
That's right.
hide guns in the villages, hide weapons,
Yes.
hide soldiers. So then during the day they'd come back and they'd just keep getting supplies and they'd
Yeah.
do raids from the villages
Mhm.
with the weapons and shit the French gave them.
Yeah.
And then so the French would come back and be like, "We know you're harboring communists,"
Oh, Jesus.
and they would burn the fucking village down. And then we did that. We did the
And we
exact
did the same
same thing.
And then under the thing of like, we don't want communism to spread, which is funny to be like, we don't want you want to be free, guys. Trust me. And you're like burning villages down. Like, trust me, this is
Well,
better.
and I think we did the same thing kind of in Afghanistan, right? In Iraq, where it
Instilling
would be like,
democracy.
we're going to give you guys money, work with us. And then the Taliban comes in at night and is like, puts a gun to their head and is like,
Well,
you
that's,
work with us.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the whole problem with everything, right?
Yeah.
If you go to some, if the cops go to a neighborhood bar, the only analogy I ever use and everything is a neighborhood bar. And but if they go to a neighborhood bar and go, listen, we want you guys to do a couple of troublemakers in here, and the troublemakers are in there. Or they're outside waiting for these guys to leave.
yeah.
They're not there. They're only going to be there part. They know you're going. Leave. You're not there to stay forever. So it always ends up screwing you.
Yeah. And if we don't kill them at night, they're going to come get fucking beheaded.
Well,
by
isn't
the
that what happened in
communists.
Vietnam? I
Yeah.
mean, once they took over,
Exactly.
they Cambodia, all that stuff. They just destroyed. Genocide got rid of everybody that bugged them. And everybody with a pair of glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
It's like
how'd you get those?
They literally went. Well, just anybody who was sort of
Yeah.
fancy themselves intellectual. It was like it's like the army came in and literally just rampaged through Bushwick, Williamsburg, and Greenpoint in the past 3 years.
Nice.
And just said,
Hey, I
everybody
get it.
here was
I get it.
everybody here was been to a show at a bookstore. Just line up.
Just burn the bookstores.
Yeah, it's I mean, that's the thing that's why I never really got into Vietnam. I like the Civil War and World War II, where it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of noble.
Right. It seems
And
like
then Vietnam is the first one that's like
well, it's so. But even Korea was like a harbinger. It's all like
Korea,
so
yeah.
psychological, right?
Yeah.
And I had another uncle who fought in World War II and fought with Audie Murphy. Do you know who Audie Murphy was?
No, who's that?
He's the most famous World War II hero.
Okay.
Like they made him a movie star. He wasn't a good actor, but he was this legendary World War II. My uncle happened to be in his unit.
Oh wow.
And he said that all the hype, to show you the difference in the war, all the hype about him was true. He goes, this guy was the bravest. He goes, he was so crazy. He'd run right into battle.
Yeah.
They were at Anzio. They were at Battle of the Bulge. All these places. He goes, he would just run right into battle.
He's nuts.
and in those days, they'd celebrate. Now
Like,
in
man,
World War
that's a
II,
hero.
even any movie about Iraq, there's still an undertone of darkness. All the World War II movies, they're like, hey, there's no problem here.
Yeah. Kick their ass.
Yeah, like
That's
this guy's great. It had like a positive
Like
tone to it.
John Basilone.
What's that?
Guy? He was in the Pacific. There's a rest stop in New Jersey, like one of the first rest stops. That's what he got out of it.
Oh,
He got the Medal of Honor.
That's awesome.
He fucking, it's in the Pacific, and like he goes wild, picks up his gun without the fucking
right.
heat pad, just mows down the jet, and then he goes home. So they put him on a USO tour
Yeah.
to sell fucking bonds,
Yeah.
and he's like, "No, I need to go back and fight."
Yeah.
So then he goes to Iwo Jima and is like, "I'm gonna do that gun thing again,"
What?
and he died.
Oh no.
Yeah, he
Bust out the
died,
trick.
but he got
Yeah, boy. Like he
was
does
a-
a strike choice. Yeah.
yeah, he fucking
Yeah, my
But
mom's
you got
cousin
a
did
rest
3
stop.
tours of Vietnam. He
Really?
did one and he's like, send me back, and did another and he's
Whoa.
like, give me one more.
Who did it?
My mom's cousin.
Wow.
He
Did
did
3
he
tours?
did 2 more. He
3. Wow.
did 3. He was like, fuck it, I'm not going back. I'm gonna do it.
And what did he end up doing after the war?
I saw him like spazzing, fighting an arcade owner on the boardwalk one time.
that was
He's a
Charlie.
good man. He's a
that
good
was
man.
Charlie, dude.
Dude, he was.
but that's the whole point. Yeah.
He was with my mom the one time when they were younger, and he was sleeping in the car, and some guy like screamed something at my mom, and he like popped up and just got out and beat the shit out. They were in traffic on the highway.
Yeah.
He beat the
Sure.
shit out of the guy and threw him on the side of the road. And he's like, "Come on, let's go."
Imagine that guy. He sees a woman in a car. He's like, "Fuck you."
The guy
And the
sits
guy
up.
pops up.
Yeah, dude, just pops
That's a
up.
Vietnam.
Fresh from
Vietnam.
3 tours. Yeah, I think it was like 74. Just pops up like what?
Can you imagine 3 tours? I mean, I mean, 2 tours is crazy, but at least you feel like during the second tour, the guy's like, fuck, what did I say yes to this?
Yeah,
But if you go for 3, that means you're like in all the way.
Yeah.
that's when I told the dude I was talking to, was my ex-father-in-law. I was telling him about my mom's cousin. He's like, oh, that guy just likes killing people.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe.
I mean, he probably just. There's also the guys.
Everyone's
that
got their thing.
You go there. True. You go there, and then you go home, and you're like, I can't be home
Mm-mm.
after.
Yeah.
You're just in the fucking jungle
Yeah.
killing
Yes.
people. Now you got to go pretend to be a human.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
when you get off the road for a long time.
Yeah.
Say it happens to
Really
cops.
is.
It happens to cops to a
You have
lesser
dinner
degree.
with a friend. What's that? Yeah.
It happens to cops too.
Yes.
They get addicted to that adrenalized state and they go home. They're like, this sucks.
Sure.
And they stay there forever.
And
Get fat.
but the other thing with Vietnam, which I've watched a lot of those YouTube guys where they interview, and you see the similarities in them eventually. And one of them is that they said they got screwed. First of all, just imagine this: supposed to be the country sending all this money for aid. Several of them said the sea rations were terrible. He goes, we looked at the date on some of them. They were Korean and World War II.
Yikes.
That's how old the sea rations were.
Jesus.
That they're giving to the troops at supposedly the richest time in our history. And the other one is the M14. They said the M16 got more guys killed when they switched to the M16 because Westmoreland wanted, or one of these guys it was like a vanity project. The M14 wouldn't jam in the mud. The
I did hear
M16
that, yeah.
jammed, and they said guys would just be getting killed, bayoneted to death because it would
Christ.
jam and you couldn't unjam it.
Oh, fuck.
And the M14 was, the early gun was better.
That sucks.
Yeah. America really fucked up. I don't like it.
But yeah,
The whole thing just
whole thing was
bums
just-
me out.
yeah,
And then each president had an opportunity to fucking end it.
yeah, that's right.
And they all just keep fucking dragging it out.
But that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying about that
Yeah.
state. Kennedy,
Yeah. He was close to ending it.
he was, but he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Well, they
You know what I mean?
made
Like-
sure he didn't.
And they said, and this guy Van was talking to Henry Cabot Lodge, who was the ambassador, all the guys who were close to Kennedy. And it was just one of those things where it's like, just at the last minute, it's like any other decision you've seen in any power person, where you're like, everybody has this logical argument, and then they go, no, I think this is better.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Why? You don't even give us a reason. And he never gave us a reason.
There was
Was there any kind of economic advantage that like was clear?
I don't think so.
Really? They didn't
I don't
even
think
like
there was
make
any-
any. Yeah, I guess there was
No.
nothing really there.
I mean, there was
Babes,
rubber. No, there was
babes.
rubber.
Babes.
Yeah.
All the shit that was there was gone when we left.
True.
Yeah.
Rubber, coconuts, all the rice. It was all gone. I mean, we fucking killed it.
Damn, that sucks.
I mean, Agent Orange. I mean, when you think about it,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Agent Orange killing all the people. They said their levels of whatever dioxin were 3 times anybody else by the time we left, and all the troops. I mean, doing it to your own troops is just crazy. I mean, that's the height of like immorality. You know, to just
yeah.
the guys that are there fighting, and you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, you know, it's like, no, they're the ones you have to really try to be a little more careful with, the opposite of what you're doing. It was really a weird situation, you know.
Also, the French were using napalm too.
They were before us.
Yeah, they were. We did everything they did.
Sounds like a French
the
word.
exact
Napalm.
same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what that is?
Yeah, that
Napalm's
fucking
just
was
gel.
Yeah, isn't it like petroleum
Yeah.
gel and they light it on fire and you
Yeah.
spread it if you like touch it.
You,
try to put
you
water
don't
on
have to
it.
light
Yes.
on fire. It just goes on your body. It burns.
Yeesh. And water makes it worse, right? Because if you take a
Yes,
grease fire, put water on
right.
it, it gets worse. Yeah, it stinks. And I mean, but France really wanted Vietnam, so
Well,
They
they had
loved
them
it.
before that.
Yeah,
they wanted it back. I mean, they had it, they lost it. They're like, I think we can get this back.
they want their baby back.
Started
But
spreading
what
some
is-
fire on people.
Yeah. What is it
Porn.
about Vietnam that's so? Because we apparently wanted it too. We went in there in the mid 50s and we couldn't leave. You ever go to a party and you're like, I gotta leave. This party's over.
Oh yeah,
And it's like,
it's
and
like you know,
you
yeah, I
gotta
guess
get
I will
up.
do some coke.
You're saying
I
it was
guess
2
I will
a.m. It
live
was 2
here.
And
a.m.
you
in
end up going, if
Vietnam.
only I had left at 11 o'clock like I planned to. That's Vietnam.
This probably is just a psychological thing. It's like you want to be the best general. You start losing. You're like, fuck. We got
Yeah.
this. We got this. And it's like, no. We should have this. Hear me out. This is my passion project.
Yeah.
This is my baby.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. Everybody was just about, the military, like their job is to get more money for the military.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get more money if you're not in a war? You know?
So how did what do you like? How does this thing progress? What do you?
Yeah.
How does it end? What's going on?
Vietnam?
Yeah.
I mean, it ended when we left. It was the most, it was really, they're lucky it was the mid 70s. It was like 75. That famous
Yeah,
rooftop thing.
Saigon. Yeah,
They're lucky because by then everybody it was like the age of apathy when I was a teenager. People were just into drugs, dancing, and it was just a very hedonistic time. People were done. All the protesting that happened in the 60s, people were done by the 70s. You know what I mean? And they're just like, yeah. And so when people left, there wasn't even outrage. It was like, oh, that was awkward.
that was a bomber.
That was
Damn.
just people were just like, whoa.
Yeah.
It just
Coke and
looked so bad.
disco. Yeah.
And you feel bad for all the
fuck it.
people that all the
Yikes.
Vietnamese that were still helping us by the end were fucked.
Yeah, Like that
They got
famous
killed.
that helicopter on the roof.
The helicopter.
That picture. That's a long line.
Yeah,
And that's the last chopper.
that's right.
Those boys
Last
are
shot.
staying, and that's
That's
a
right.
fucking negative time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When that
they-
chopper takes off and you're like next in line, like fuck.
I've
Should've
had
got
that.
here
I've had a
5
similar
minutes
experience.
earlier.
I was at Longwood Gardens waiting for a shuttle to like go see the shuttles. Like I was
Damn,
like
you
the
got
last
big
guy.
guy.
I had to wait like 15 more minutes. I was like,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
My
I
eye,
know
I
that.
don't know what happened. It settled down. It's better now.
No, it's not.
That's not tearing. The damage is done.
I mean, that's the thing. The power shift immediately,
Yeah.
and all the people, like when you think about the people right now in your life that you were like, fuck you, and then if suddenly they're in power, they go, where is this son of a bitch? Astoria? Where does he live again?
Yeah.
And then you just hope they
Well,
accidentally mistake you for Mike Feeney and kill him.
yeah, but what's it like? So you grew up watching Vietnam, and
Yeah.
then what was it like for you to see like the Iraq War and all? Because the older I get, the more I'm like, I already saw this before.
I believed that there were weapons of mass destruction.
They got you too.
They got me. I believed it all the way. I said, there's got to be weapons of mass destruction. It wouldn't be this, they wouldn't be going to this extreme after Vietnam.
They wouldn't be
if it
our
wasn't
leaders.
true.
Oh,
They're not going to be fooled twice.
Wouldn't be this diabolical.
I said they can't be that stupid, or diabolical. Either way, I said there's no way there's not weapons of mass destruction.
And there wasn't.
I mean, I was a kid.
Me and the Senate believed this.
Yeah, you and Hillary Clinton.
All of us, yeah.
I was
Only a few didn't.
I was a kid, and it was 2003.
Yeah.
So I was fresh off 9/11.
Yeah,
I was an 8th grade fucking patriot.
I had a bone to
dude.
pick. Yeah,
I was pretty
yeah.
much a troop. At
Yeah,
this
they
point.
had you. They had you.
4 years later, I'd be going to West Point.
Yeah, they had you.
I was ready,
Yeah.
but yeah,
They
Vietnam,
warmed my
or
seat up.
Iraq, I was pumped. I was
Yeah.
watching the. You remember when you
I like the
watched the
fact that he
news?
thinks you get into West Point. That's a hard school to get into.
I got it.
he was in.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm
I
very
went.
impressed. You did?
Yeah, well, I quit right away, but I went.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah,
What do you have to get on your fucking SATs to get into a place
I
like
played
that?
football. That helped.
Oh.
Yeah, they got me in for that.
Yeah.
I got like an 11 something on my SATs.
Yeah,
Nothing.
it's
Yeah, it's a
Better
little,
than me, but it's not that good.
little above average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I got,
that's potential.
I
1100.
got 1030.
I was 1100.
For football, that's a fucking 1600.
Yeah,
I got
true.
1030. In my defense, I did take them on THC.
That's pretty tight, actually.
They used to have hits
THC
of
pills, or are you
THC.
smoking weed?
Pills back then.
Yeah, that was in the 70s. THC
We had
pills.
THC
What?
pills.
Yeah, dude.
I
People
thought that
just
was
snort 'em and
fucking
shit.
new age bullshit.
No.
Nah, dude.
All that shit we took, it wasn't probably as powerful, but it was
Yeah.
real.
I heard the THC pills are powerful as fuck.
Now?
No,
I'll
the
give you an
ones
idea.
back then.
Oh.
Well, because angel dust was sometimes sprinkled in. But I'll tell you what,
They'd be
first time
like,
I
"All right,
took,
this is gonna chill me out.
to give you an idea of how if THC was powerful, the first time I took it, I was on the corner of my block and I had to walk back to my house because I was like, it's probably a couple of 100 yards, from the corner. I had to walk by putting my hands against the wall
Oh shit!
like this the whole way. That's how scared I was.
No, that's
I was
you
like
had-
this.
dude, you had way more than THC.
No, I'm
That's
telling you, 'cause they
insane.
didn't know. They would make pills and they'd be like 2,000 milligrams. They didn't know anything.
Yes.
It was people in the 1950s.
I remember them.
like,
They were pink, small, square. I still remember them.
yeah, it was just pure THC. I would hear about this all the time. And they would take these pure THC pills and it was probably like 2,000 milligrams. And no one had any idea what was coming. No one had those like one time I took an edible at the airport
Yeah,
stories.
true.
It was just you grew up in the 60s and all of a sudden you were on 2,000 milligrams of weed.
Well,
You were like,
those
the fuck?
people really, at least by the 70s, it was more, those people, they would dose the punch. Like people, you didn't even want to
Yeah,
take,
yeah.
you were there for a fucking glass of wine and a joint, and suddenly you're tripping on this giant. That was the crazy
Yeah.
times of the 60s.
that was the acid too. The same
People
thing.
ended up, you still see a few acid casualties from those days.
Yeah.
Well, the
And
government would do experiments and they'd be like, we'll give them what would be like 800 hits of acid. And they'd be like, yeah, this stuff fucks people up. It's like, well, you gave them 9 million
No,
times.
people would volunteer for that shit. I would have if I was a teenager back then. I know I would have.
Yeah, that'd have been tight.
I would have been happy as hell.
Yeah, that was a weird. That must have been. I mean, I'm talking like I was there. I just hear from. I used to sell weed to people, and they were like, anytime the dude was like 60 now, they'd be like, you should have seen the THC. But they would always get the. There was that. There was the ludes that were kicking around.
The ludes were good and bad, but I mean THC was something very specific. Like ludes were around for years.
Your guys' drugs stunk. It was dust, THC pills.
Yeah.
and
Dust was the
ludes.
worst.
You guys would have loved Molly.
Probably, yeah.
Ecstasy would have been
Yeah.
nice. You guys would have enjoyed
What we
that.
used to take was methadone was different forms back then. Like in the 60s, I think it was a DMT or whatever it was. But
Yes,
by the
it's-
70s, we would take crystal meth, which sounds more dangerous than it was. It wasn't as powerful as meth, but it wasn't
Really?
meth. No way. We used to take it all the time, crystal meth.
It's probably
But
Adderall.
it was not. It was definitely child's play
Yeah.
compared to what meth was.
Yeah. Oh, you guys were just like taking them.
Yeah.
Uppers, Quaaludes,
Uppers.
Taking some
Dust.
crystal meth.
Dust
Oh.
is nice. That's a good.
Angel dust I never took, thank God.
I smoked it on accident.
Bad,
What?
right? Bad.
It was fucked up.
People got addicted to it. I can't imagine how.
I knew a guy. You know them. They always are. They have an eye like this all the time. Whenever someone does dust a lot, they're like, they always like twitch real
Oh
hard.
fuck!
I know
But
a
the-
dude that was going like I think 20 miles an hour on a motorcycle on 95.
You know what's interesting?
He got in trouble.
You know what's interesting about Vietnam, which I realized we all had army jackets in the mid 70s, early 70s to
Oh.
mid 70s. Everybody wore Vietnam the
Mhm.
green army jacket. Like that was the biggest style. And it was Vietnam vet. It was Vietnam clothes. So even though nobody really welcomed them home, that was a really important part of the style.
That's funny because people dress like construction workers now here.
Yeah,
So it's
That's right.
kinda like, yeah, it's weird.
yeah. You dress like somebody who works harder than you.
True.
That's right. But yeah.
So did you get to witness like dudes coming home and getting kind of treated like shit?
No, but I definitely, like I said, in class, that girl's brother
yeah,
died.
yeah.
And like I said, I knew the Vietnam vets, but they didn't get treated like shit in my neighborhood. I mean, but because everybody's like, oh, like I went to Vietnam. It was
Yeah,
like
it's fucked up.
it was a consequential thing. I think it was mostly like at protests or at the airports. But I mean, in general,
Was it looked at as kind of like a shame? Like you went to
no,
in
not a
Vietnam.
shame. But there was something like it was a serious, like everybody knew, like these guys went through something that was a little different from like World War II
Sure.
and stuff.
That's how
And
it
they,
is.
and they had long hair. So even the patriotic people were like, this guy's all, like, you know,
Oh fuck.
because they had
Yeah.
long hair. But they were, you know, they were great guys. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them were really
Yeah.
great guys, you know? Like
That's
they weren't
kinda-
that fucked up, but they get wasted at night. But everybody, in those days, it was different. Like they weren't like, oh, that guy drinks because he's a Vietnam vet. People were getting fucked up all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody was smoking weed. Everybody had long hair. Everybody had army jackets. And everybody was just kind of insane. So it was a
Sounds
but
awesome.
yeah.
It was kind of awesome. But so there was something different, at least around then at that time, you know.
I need to bring it back.
But
Bring it back.
I need to get way more militant in my weed smoking army jacket. I'm
Yeah.
fucking up right now.
It's funny to be fucked up and smoking weed. Like,
It is,
be
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just dark.
Your military.
I need to be like,
It is weird that our biology rejects burning villages on some level.
Yeah.
You know, if you do it, it fucks you up.
it's tough coming back.
Fucks
oh
up your
my
mind.
God. But I mean, the tragedy is that that was literally the strategy that they
Yeah.
were told to do.
Yeah.
So what does that do to you? You're listening to the people that, you don't make those decisions. It's a chain of command.
Yeah.
And they're saying burn the villages.
You can't really half-ass it, really. It's
Oh
like
my
set,
God.
like,
I
one thing on
read
fire.
a horrible book. It was just witness guys that had done atrocities in Vietnam. It was just an oral history
Ugh.
from guys that have done things in Vietnam. And I'll tell you, I remember one quote somebody said, "You'll never be surprised. You're going to be shocked." Some guy was talking to some other reporter or somebody who was going over there. And he goes, "You're going to be shocked at the cruelty of a 19-year-old American boy, like, and what they'll be capable of by the time they leave."
I mean, that's
And the
the
guy
thing.
goes, "That's what happened." Yeah.
That's the thing. Every one of these wars, every one of these atrocities is 19-year-old, 20-year-old boys they've been killing people for a year.
Sure.
They're gonna go wild.
Yeah, once one of your friends gets shot, it's like, all right, well, fuck
Yeah,
this.
we'd be the same fucking way.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You know what I mean? To varying degrees. Some people would love it more than other people. We'd all be the same way.
Yeah, you would love it.
What, war?
Yeah, no, committing atrocities.
Yeah, right. I'd hate it.
You would be the
I'd hate it.
worst.
Fuck me up. I'd be in a long hair and a jacket so quick. Just like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, I don't know. That would be. I mean, you know, because there's like, I think they just gas you up enough to get you over there, and then it's like your friend gets shot.
Or
and
you get
then it's
fucking
just like,
drafted, dude.
true. Yeah.
Think of that. You
Forgot
get
about
fucking
that.
drafted
Yeah.
into that. You're just
Yeah, you're in college. Like, even the guys who just
Yeah.
were like, I decided to drop out for one semester. They go, the minute I dropped out, they got me. Like, they were watching people
Yeah.
to make sure the minute they got him, they're like, get that fucking guy. They're probably like finding out their grades are like,
Yeah.
and get this, he's going to drop
yeah.
out.
He's not gonna do
Yeah,
anything.
my uncle played basketball just to get out of. He played basketball at Westchester to get out of it. I
Really?
think, yeah.
Who did?
My Uncle Jack. He played. He was like, he was of the perfect age to get drafted, and he just hooped it up.
My dad was graduated college or high school in '74,
Mhm.
so he got a draft card, but he was.
My dad was too.
I always
my-
make fun of him for being a draft out.
He got a draft.
He got a draft card. He didn't get drafted. But
yeah, 74.
the
was
war
all
ended.
People trying to get out of there.
The
Yeah.
war ended, but it was funny it's fun to make fun
He
of him.
probably got the last year of the draft. The draft
Yeah.
probably ended in
Oh,
75.
that must have been
Yeah.
so nice.
It's nice to make fun of him for being a draft.
I can't believe he played
Very funny.
football at West Point. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I didn't. I quit.
Yeah, you
But,
practice.
but let's answer this question. Did you just play football in high school and you were going to try to get on West Point's team? Or was West Point putting you on the team?
No, West Point recruited me. I got recruited.
Uncle
That's
Sam.
impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
That's fucking Division I, isn't it?
Yeah.
D1 ball.
Shit.
Yeah, that's why
What
I went.
position do you play? Wait,
Offensive line.
Quarterback.
Wait.
I was the quarterback.
I was a
I
wide
was going
out.
to say tight end.
That'd be really nice. No,
Tight
I was
end's
a,
the best position
I
to
was
play
a
in
fucking
football.
offensive
True.
guard.
Tight end's the best position because you don't really have to block. You don't really have to catch, but you have to do both, and you do them whenever you want.
True. You said to run and go.
Tight end.
That's it.
Yeah, 3 steps, cut across the middle.
That is
Yeah.
impressive.
It's
It is impressive.
D1 ball.
Yeah, you
Fucking
guys should have seen
D1.
me
Because you
crying.
going to Penn State. Didn't you grow up near Penn State?
Yeah, I wasn't good enough for that.
No, they're fucking
Those
monsters.
guys are fucking.
Yeah.
They're monsters.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
In
they were another-
Division One. There's a huge jump from Army to
you just have to play Navy.
a major program.
You would have been
yeah.
in a war though.
Yeah, it was 2006. I would have been.
You've been.
Yeah,
I
The
would've
you would've
graduated.
been.
Yeah, I would have been in.
you might have tortured.
Middle
You might
East.
have
you would have
tanked
been
the
in Afghanistan.
village.
You would have been at the surge in Iraq and then Afghanistan. We shuttled you right over to Afghanistan.
Man, you would have been.
And I went over
I'd
and
have
did
been in.
shows in Djibouti too. We had, we
Oh,
had
nice.
troops in Djibouti
Yeah,
right by
I know.
Somalia. We got off the plane and it was flies. I mean, the whole sky, like, I'm like, what is this? What is right up here? Was this dark, like dirt? Like, I thought there was like some kind of a coal oven. It was flies.
Oh,
It's fucking flies.
Djibouti and Somalia would not be great to grow up in.
No.
Djibouti stinks.
Somalia would be pretty
Yeah.
good. Did you ever read the
It really
Ion
does
Hershey?
stink.
Ellis?
Literally.
Fucking
Djibouti?
yeah, it's a
I
rough
mean, it's
place.
such a funny place.
You know what the capital of Djibouti is?
What?
Djibouti.
Really?
Yeah.
Djibouti?
Yeah.
Pretty tight.
Just thought that's nice.
Where
But
is
yeah.
Djibouti?
on the Horn of
Djibouti?
But
Africa.
that's what they said about Vietnam.
By
They
the
said
Middle
you
East.
get off
Is it
the
really?
plane and it stunk. That was the first thing
Oh,
they noticed.
fuck.
They said it's the hottest place on the planet and it
stinks.
smelled.
Yeah.
The minute you got off, that was the first thing everybody noticed.
Djibouti stinks.
No,
least-
no, Vietnam.
At least
Oh, Vietnam stinks. Sorry, I thought you said. I didn't know.
I know what you're doing, Matt.
No, that's what I thought you were talking about.
We got good movies and music out of it though.
Well, Vietnam?
Out of Vietnam.
Was that really Vietnam though?
Yeah, the birds.
There's enough suffering and bullshit that good stuff came out of it.
I'm saying, but most of those most
Oh yeah, it came after, obviously.
or before, or but it wasn't really directly related to it. You know,
ABBA.
what's that?
ABBA
Yeah,
came
ABBA
out
came
after.
out
It
'cause
came
of
out
Vietnam.
I'm
after.
saying all the good music was used in the Vietnam movies.
Yeah,
but it wasn't
true.
necessarily because of Vietnam.
Ah.
yeah.
By the way, I did a show, a 9/11 Wounded Warrior thing last summer, and in the middle of it, John Fogerty, speaking of one of the famous Vietnam soundtrack guys, you know, Creedence Clearwater,
Yeah.
he gets on in the middle of the show. Everybody's tired, by himself basically, it was just a little band, and sounds and looks exactly like he looked from the old days, and destroys the place.
Wow.
Damn.
It was really so impressive to see, and he was a real Vietnam soundtrack guy, you know.
Yeah.
Every Vietnam movie's got a like Creedence Clearwater
Yeah.
song.
They'd be nothing without Vietnam.
Creedence Clearwater.
Yeah.
That was-
Well, they wouldn't have made they wouldn't have been bad. They wouldn't have lasted that long. You're right.
True.
But it's also because he had a lot of rain songs and a lot of apocalyptic songs. I think that helped. Like for example,
like, have you ever seen?
right.
Right.
Well, that song, "Have You Ever Seen Rain?" Like I was like, oh, that must be about Vietnam because it's about this whole clash. It must be about the end of the world. It's about him and his brother fighting and then breaking up the band. So this is what I mean. I
Yeah,
want it to be
yeah.
about Vietnam.
yeah.
He's got an argument with his brother.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the guy who got sued for using copying his own music when he did CCR? That was owned by some record label. Then he put out his own stuff, but it sounded so much like CCR. He got sued by his record label for
That's
stealing his
evil.
own music
They would
for
sue a
sounding
guy.
too much like himself.
That's evil.
That's a tragedy.
Maybe
That's
Hitler was
evil.
right.
That makes me sick.
I think that was him.
That makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
They have the audacity to sue a guy.
It was illegal for him to go "Da-na-na-na,"
To
too
be
many
himself.
downstrokes at once. They'd be like,
Oh my God, that's really psychotic.
fucked up.
Yeah.
In like the 80s too. He like needed. He
Well, I'll
probably
tell you
needed
one
to
of the
fire it back
greatest
up.
scenes in. You ever see that Beach Boys movie where his father goes, "Well, I sold the rights," and that guy, you know, what's that actor's name? He's really good. The young guy that played Brian Wilson and so.
I don't think I saw a Beach Boys movie.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not that great, but he's this guy's so good. He's that actor. He's always in many things, but he just is sick. He looked sick.
Yeah.
When his father goes, I says, you know, the Beach Boys' father was like a real dick. Beach Boys, another one. Talk about like I wonder how that influenced their relationship with music. Like, because music, Beach Boys is before people knew about Vietnam.
Mm.
And then, so a lot of bands were associated with the more conservative, I would say, here are the bands that would be the Vietnam vet guys. Not the hip music, it was anti-war. I would say the Beach Boys, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, the Young Rascals. Like there's certain bands.
Damn, it sucks to have PTSD and listening to fucking the Beach Boys.
It was probably
waking up
really
in nightmare every day.
Well, then they got weird. The Beach Boys ended up getting kind of weird.
Sure. Well, I don't want to discuss it unless you guys watch the movie.
Oh,
Because it's
true,
such
true.
a known entity. But the whole thing is that crazy Mike Love, you know, he's the lead.
Yeah.
He was the one, he tried to sue Brian Wilson for using the name Beach Boys when Brian Wilson wrote all the songs.
That's fucked up.
But then he gives this speech. You have to watch this speech of him at the when they were inducted into the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in like 1988. Because everybody said he was kind of a douchebag, you know. He gets up there and he goes, "This is 1988, 88,"
Yeah.
and he goes, "Beach Boys, I'd like to thank. We had more #1 hits than anybody else. We toured the world 16 months in a row. I'd like to see the Mop Tops, that's the Beatles, try to beat that one."
Oh, fuck.
And then he says something else. He goes, "I'd like to see Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones try to top," like he was literally arguing from like 1965.
The Beach Boys
And the
are
whole
number
place
one.
was like, oh.
Beach Boys fucking rule, dude.
That just
Yeah.
moved me. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
pussy ass Beatles.
Beatles are fucking pussies.
Mick Jagger's a bitch, dude.
Yeah.
The Beatles are the best. First of all, I love the Beach Boys, but the Beatles are the best because just imagine everybody's trying to be hipper and more bluesy, and these guys will be like, "Ba, ba, ba, ba." In the middle of their thing, they'll do songs with fucking oboes and kazoos.
Yeah.
That kind of rules. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
badass.
They took it
back.
back for the whites.
They took it back to their stupid dance hall shit from England in the 50s, you know. But that was
Did you
the
watch the
producer.
Get Back documentary?
No.
That made me a Beatlemania.
I heard it was
Beatlemania
awesome.
for-
I
pretty
want to
tight.
see it so badly, but I want to get Disney Plus. I'm just too lazy. I'm sick of putting in passwords.
True.
I can't do it. I have to have a password for Disney Plus. Can't they have one password for everything and just use it? Like one thing you could buy a subscription.
It's communism, dude. We almost had it. We
Yeah.
fought it off.
What's that now?
Yeah, it was communism. We almost had it.
Yeah, we were
Communism
all
is
That's
one
right.
password. One
One
password.
password.
That would
Good.
get me actually. Like, dude, everything's on one thing. Just
Yeah.
put on your gray sweatsuit.
But the Beatles were, they were part of that. Music was, you're right, like music was really part of what people at that time, like I remember it was such a Vietnam thing. Like you would see these shows, and even as little kids, we knew, like if you'd watch like the Dean Martin show, because we watch everything, you were a little kid. And you watch like, the Dean Martin had a TV show, and you knew they were pro-war. And then
Nice.
you watch, almost no other TV show was anti-war, really. Laughing was a little bit, And
Which one was anti-war?
what, Laughing?
Yeah,
I'm saying like all these shows on TV. So they
Yeah.
have these old people, and you'd think, even though we're like 7 years old, we're like those are the squares.
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean? They were
Yeah.
like pro-war, and then you see
So it
like
was
young,
cool. It was cool to be anti-war when you were young.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that was like the hip thing.
Oh, so you're saying like the sanctioned station shows were just kind of
Yeah, like most of you knew like they were squares, even though we were little
Yeah.
kids. We knew they're squares.
You're good.
so the shows of that time were supporting a horrific war and like a horrific kind
But
of
they were really
government thing.
supporting it, but you just
now,
kind of knew
no way.
that was like the way it was in
Yeah.
some weird way. You could sense like that was it. That's why Saturday Night Live was the first really anti-establishment. Like I know the Smothers Brothers and all this other stuff, but
Still are.
Saturday Night Live,
SNL's, yeah, they go against the grain.
oh yeah,
Way big time, dude.
yeah. But I mean, at that when they first started, but again, it wasn't political by then.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just like, oh shit, these people. We all smoked weed. Like the whole country smoked weed in those days. Everybody got fucking high. It's amazing to me that it wasn't legalized then.
Yeah.
Everybody smoked weed. Everybody had weed on them at all times. Everybody, under age 40. And and SNL was the first time people were like wearing tie-dyed shirts on TV. Like they didn't dress up and jeans, and you could tell they were
Really?
Yeah.
stoned, and you could tell they make little jokes the whole show about being stoned. So like that
Huh.
was like it was the most breakthrough thing anyone had seen on TV.
That's kind of nuts to think. When was that?
75, 76.
That's kind of nuts to think about. Yeah.
That was the end of right after the war ended, I guess.
And now,
Yeah.
you know, the major late night shows are just freewheeling. Big
Oh,
time
they say
freewheeling.
Now it's just back to Vietnam,
Truth to power.
where they're all like,
Yeah,
Truth to power.
"You better listen to the government."
true.
Like, all right,
Yep.
It's
the
kind of fucked
government's
up.
right.
Dude, I'm telling you, I talked about that earlier. It's the concept of enantiodromia, where anything at its absolute extreme flips into its opposite.
Yeah.
Sure. What do you call it? Anti-what?
And I think I'm not pronouncing it right, but enantiodromia.
I'm not sure.
It's a swing of the pendulum, dude.
Yeah.
The pendulum's reaching just to go back.
Can't
to
you
the
say
other side.
swing of the pendulum is more poetic?
Yeah,
Why do you
true.
have
I
to
should
use
say
a
that.
scientific term for something that was beautifully...
It just sounds cool.
No, swing of pendulum sounds cool.
The pendulum swing. The
Pendulum
of the
sounds cool.
The zenith of the pendulum, just the beginning of it going
Yeah,
back
like
to the
that
other
the
state.
pendulum. I like that. I mean, that's not what you're saying, but pendulum's much cooler than antiodromia.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt,
Fair
shut
enough.
the fuck
Matt,
up. What are you
listen
thinking?
to me.
Sorry, guys.
Poetry.
I thought I was doing something.
Poetic.
Antiodromia was nice.
My eye hurts.
Was that? What's the fucking snake eating itself?
Ouroboros.
That thing too.
That too.
Yeah, that's in there too. We got that.
You know what I'm
Snake
saying?
eating yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Fucking whatever.
Ouroboros, dude.
What do you
Yeah.
call it?
Ouroboros.
Ouroboros.
Cosmic Star, yeah.
But does it
Yeah.
really eat itself, or does it just appear to eat its own skin?
That's the question.
Really, nobody knows.
Gosh. Let's get back to Vietnam,
True.
dude.
How about King Rat? I like that one too.
What's King
What's
Rat?
that?
All the rats are in a circle together. Do you know that one? Yeah, they all like eat. What do they do? Their tails get caught together and they end up.
Oh yeah, a rat net, like when their tails get knotted together. You ever see that?
Oh, fuck.
It's
That's what a
fucking
King Rat is?
disgusting.
Ew. Yeah.
And what do they bite each other to death?
I
Probably.
don't know.
That's what rat. Yeah, rats for sure.
Oh
You ever
my
see
God.
rats get killed by terriers?
Yes,
That's
It's pretty fun to
fantastic.
watch.
the greatest.
Yeah.
It's like
It's-
in Northern
really
England.
fun to
they're like,
watch.
okay, well, let
Yeah,
them
they
go.
just dig them up.
Oh.
and- yeah.
Yeah, it is the best.
That's good.
It's the best. See them scared for once.
Yeah.
Not so tough.
I don't mind the rats in New York.
You don't.
They don't affect me.
Nah, they start.
That's
they'll-
because you live in a story where it's a.
There's almost no rats up here.
That's right, because it's
Yeah.
all, well, I'll tell you where they are.
They eat
Probably right by the that little area near the airport.
Although I
Probably.
saw one last night for the first time,
Big
like
boy?
on my front porch there.
right here.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen one.
It's called an airway.
What is it called?
Airway.
Airway? Front porch.
Well, there's no porch.
Well, you don't have to be poetic about it.
No, but airways. But I'm being New York about it. Call it airway.
You call it an airway?
Yeah.
I'm not in New York at all.
Yeah, but it's just you're living in.
I know. I'm working on it.
Airway. Why do they call them an airway?
I don't know.
What?
That's what we call them growing up. Airway.
Oh, you're from New York.
Yeah,
Where in New York?
Brooklyn.
How do you feel about Brooklyn now?
That's fantastic. Well, I mean, I have mixed feelings because, like I said, if it had kept going the way it was going, it wouldn't exist anyway.
True.
Obviously now this.
That's an antiodromia.
I was gonna say it's either way.
Yeah.
The extreme now is the other thing.
Mobsters and white pussies.
Antiodromia. I'm starting to like antiodromia now.
Hell yeah. None of us are saying it right.
But
I'm
only-
pretty sure.
Yeah,
That is
My
the
girlfriend
thing.
likes Brooklyn.
she
I
does.
like Queens.
You do, yeah.
I like this. This is good. This neighborhood's good.
I used to live up the block.
Yeah, that's crazy. You lived
I
right
lived
there.
right up the block. I lived on 42nd Street and 30th Avenue.
Yeah,
What?
there's a bar there called Blackbirds. I don't know if it was around back then.
Well, back then, Suspenders. Suspenders, the Fireman Bar on 37th and 3rd. They used to have a location over there.
okay.
The bus terminal's still over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I live, right near the bus terminal.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
wild.
It's crazy to me.
I
Walking
like.
on the
I
trains is a
kind
pain
of
in
like
my
seeing
ass.
the rats though.
You
I'll-
do?
when I walk from the stand and the cellar, like back and forth. You walk through. I guess it's Washington, not Washington Square Park. I think Grant. What park's right by the
You
stand?
talk about like by Irving
Union
Place?
Square. Union Square. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And the wall, the park's like shoulder level. 'Cause it's a
Yes.
little elevated, so you see the rats like see them
On
running
the
around
wall?
like right next to you.
They love a wall, don't they?
Yeah,
They love a
Wait, so
trail.
did you see the dude? Did you see like 42nd Street back in its heyday?
I didn't just see it. I
What was it like?
indulged in it.
What was it like?
It was like
That was a glorious fapping at a peep show.
it was yeah, it was. I mean, I was a kid, so to me it
Oh,
was
it's
very
perfect.
exciting. I was
It's
19,
perfect.
18, but
Wait,
it
where?
was, it
42nd
was like
Street
that.
Deuce.
Honestly,
Oh shit!
42nd Street back
I
when
thought
it
you were
was,
talking about this street. I was like, what
I'd
the fuck?
I'd
is going on here?
fap,
This is 42nd
I'd
Street.
fap on 40. I'd fap here.
I do whack off on
Just the
42nd
Greek
Street.
guys. Just the Greek guys drinking like sparkling waters.
Wait, when you lived here, was it all fucking Greeks and Russians and Arabs here?
it was Greeks. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was all Greeks. Back then, it was all Greeks. Yeah, I lived in the 80s,
yeah,
probably 85, 86,
Damn.
and I feel like it was yesterday.
really.
I feel like I was just here. I was like, yeah, I used to live around here. It was 100 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, it just feels like it was yesterday.
That's crazy.
That is fucked
I feel
up.
like I was just like 3 summers ago.
So you lived.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you love the Deuce, the show.
I like that show. I like
And
the
you
idea
lived
of
that
witnessing
Yeah,
that.
I lived. I mean, I was in Times Square when it's funny because the 70s to me, when I was a kid, like teenager, and we go to Times Square, it was wild. But the 80s, it was a little more dangerous in a different way. I can't really describe why, because it was the same, but the 70s was like more like the Deuce.
Yeah.
And then the 80s was like these huge gangs, but the 70s there were huge gangs too. So sometimes you'd be on 42nd Street and a swarm of kids get off the train and just start robbing the few unshady people that were there and just start knocking shit over, ripping. It was the early days of camcorders. So you see the kids waving the trophy for camcorder, you know what I mean? Gang. But so it got a little wild, but I mean, and but like I said, I did a whole show about those days in New York, and one of the things I talk about is how people would go to a play, and nobody went for dinner or drinks after Broadway show. You went right, get the train or cab, and get the hell out.
Took
of
off,
there
yeah.
immediately. Nobody would hang out after. You'd have dinner before or everything was shut down by 11 o'clock
Really?
after a play. Yeah, no, the streets would desert. All Times Square was crowded, but with dirt bags and a few tourists that are like, what am I doing here? But the Broadway's, all like 8th Avenue, all those restaurants, all shut by 11 o'clock.
Damn. But you were saying as a teenager, you had access.
We
to-
loved it. You just
could-
take the train right here.
Damn, you're getting just going
And
to
I
a
lived
lady with a
in
bush.
the 80s, mid 80s. I lived in 45th Street, 9th Avenue. So I was always in Midtown, in the middle of the heyday of all that stuff. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. That used to be like severely fucked up over there. Now it's just like
It was really bad. Yeah.
that's
You
awesome.
missed when it was shitty.
Yeah. I mean, you miss it, of course, but you're looking with rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it
Like
was
if you
very
were there
bad.
now, you'd be mad.
Oh yeah. Well, even then I knew you could die. There was a lot of bad shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even,
So it's you always remember like, oh, this, but it wasn't some fun glam.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver is fun to watch as a movie, but when you're in the middle of it, it's like, yeah, no, it was really bad.
yeah, because even what was that Bruce Willis movie where it's shot in Philadelphia in the 80s and it's just terrifying? 12 Monkeys, was it?
Oh
Or-
yeah.
They shot a Bruce Willis movie in the 80s in Philly and it looks crazy how fucked up it was.
12 Monkeys in the late 90s.
Was that late 90s?
But that's Philly. You have to subtract 10 years from
New
every
York.
other
Yeah,
place.
true.
Philly's fucking shitty, dude.
Yeah.
Philly's in New York in the 70s. I used to always say that.
Yeah, it's
It's
still.
I was talking to Laura outside,
yeah.
and I go, "Oh, you're from Philly? I like Philly." She goes, "Yeah, it's screwed up now."
You should.
Even people from there.
I can't stop talking about it. I've talked about it. We
Kensington.
we were just down, dude. Kensington Avenue in Philadelphia
Yes,
is fucking crazy.
I know.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's like the
It's
Bowery.
truly a national disaster.
It's a national. It looks
It's
like
a
zombie
major-
apocalypse. It was
it's-
zombie apocalypse.
We were filming our sketch show down there last 2 weeks ago, and I would just drive after every shoot. It'd be like 1 or 2 in the morning, so I would drive up and down Kensington Ave, and I've never, dude, people injecting into their necks into open fucking wounds on their legs
It's
and
terrible.
shit.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
Well,
somebody
apparently-
should do something.
It's tough. They're
But
saying.
isn't it interesting? Like what? This is the problem with democracy. You can't just do something.
Yeah,
You have to make sure everybody's on board. Everybody understands. Even the people you want to stop have to be on board.
yeah.
That's the problem with democracy.
yeah.
But if it was communism,
Well, I'd say
they'd be up
communism.
against the wall.
I was saying fascism,
Yeah,
monarchy,
yeah.
theocracy,
True. I like a nice
We do
theocracy.
need to fucking
Timocracy.
get a nice theocracy. What's a timocracy?
aristocracy.
What's a timocracy?
That's a good question. I think it's a combination of, it's one of those old like Plato things, where they have timocracy.
Yeah.
And I think it's a combination. Well, we'll have to look up. I don't want to say that anymore. I think it's a combination of what citizens, nice.
What is it?
Oh, there you go. Oh, I thought you knew it.
Okay. I
You
think
need to own property to do things in the government.
a timocracy. All right, fair enough.
So like a limited aristocracy. I
All right.
like it.
I wouldn't mind that a little bit, maybe. Homeowner. Not bragging. I'm a homeowner.
Taking my dad and friend from back home and brother-in-law to the Yankees game tonight.
You are?
Yeah, I'm excited. We got the front row seats from the boss over there. That's
Steinbrenner?
yeah, SNL.
Are you
Oh, really?
Yeah.
bringing
yeah.
a glove?
I might catch a foul ball behind the net.
Gloves.
Just- thankfully, last time
Don't be
last
the
time-
dickhead that doesn't give it to a kid.
Last time I sat behind home plate, I was drinking a little, and then anytime a foul ball comes back, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
There's a net, but it's going 100 miles an hour
Jesus
right at you.
Christ.
And I was so drunk that it flew and hit, and like 10 seconds later, I was like, it was a very embarrassing moment.
One time I was drunk at it was the Yankee game. This is 100 years ago. This guy, Toby Harrow, was playing for the Rangers,
Yeah.
I think. And I kept saying, Toby, hey, did they think about giving you a boy's name? Toby? And so my whole section's laughing, right? They're like, ha, ha, ha. Toby, the game was a blowout, whatever it was. I forget who was winning. It's just some shitty game. And he starts lining it towards where we're sitting.
no.
And the whole crowd turned on me. He's like, you son of a bitch, if I hit with that ball, we're going to kill you. The wise ass.
That was
in
back
his-
before they had fucking nets up,
Yeah,
right?
no.
People
my
must have been
God.
getting, dude,
And he
people
started-
get hit with fucking
He lined
bats.
like 3 in a row, and people like when he's
Yeah.
up to bat. Like he went out of his way to just try to hit this
That's
loudmouth.
incredible.
Holy fuck.
Those are, by the way, those loudmouths are my least favorite thing.
Oh, the worst. We're
It
the worst.
bothers me so fucking.
The
and
worst.
They're timeless. These
Yes.
dudes that go to
Yeah,
baseball
yeah.
games are from the 60s.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're still making these dudes.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
before
These
internet
white
comments.
guys that go down and
Yeah.
sit on the third base line and are like,
And they have
Alec, just yelling at a guy
and they
at
have
third.
the projection of an opera singer.
They
Of a
really do.
trained singer.
You can see the player he can hear it.
Yeah.
He's getting insulted.
Yes.
He'll be like,
yeah.
you're gonna watch a
Yes.
guy shake it off.
Dude, girl's
Yes.
name would fuck
It's
me up.
fucking crazy. Girl's
It's
name would have
crazy.
got me.
Girl's name is
Girl's
brutal.
name would have got me.
It's such a great mocking voice too.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was really good. I mean, I was a loudmouth, but I didn't go out that often. But my friend, he had the best voice.
and it's
Just
always that tone where it's
cut
like,
through yes. He
It's
cut
just-
through everybody.
Yeah.
And it was just people get so mad.
You see that Yankees Guardians, Indians game?
No.
The fucking outfield jumped into the. I mean, they were up on the wall, like
I
trying
think it
to
was, yeah.
fight the fucking bleacher creatures.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so funny.
Well, it's so
Yeah.
funny to work your whole life and be like, I'm finally a pro, and there's just some dude, some
Some
mailman
fucking
waiting for
idiot,
you.
some drunk mailman.
Pussy.
Yes.
Well, it's the
Just-
same in comedy. Only the problem in comedy, which people don't talk about, is that sometimes usually the drunk is your fan.
Oh, always.
They came to see you.
And then you got
And
to
then
kick
they're
them
like,
out.
hey, and you got to kick them out.
I know, and it
Yeah.
hurts me.
That's the worst. But you know what? What are you going to do?
It makes me sad.
It's
Yeah.
pathetic.
somebody
but
has
it
to
happened to me
leave.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it happens constantly.
And the guy's like, he's my favorite comic.
Yeah. I had a
Yeah.
guy in North Carolina. I had to kick him out. He was yelling the whole time. He's yelling shit from the podcast.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yes.
And you got to be like, all right, please, you got to head out. That was the 5th strike.
Yeah.
He's ruined the entire show at this point.
Yeah.
Him and his girlfriend leave. He starts resisting in the doorway.
That's the
He's
best.
grabbing the door.
It's the best.
He's like,
yeah,
this
because
is
he's
gonna work.
realizing
Yeah.
this is my one thing I've been looking forward to all month.
Yeah. And then he goes outside to kick him out. I watch him sneak back in.
Yes.
And walk. He didn't like sneak through the back. He walked to the front of the stage to get back to his seat. And I was like, because the lights are on, you can't really see. I was like, there's no way this is that guy again. And they're
back
like,
in.
the whole crowd
You
was like,
should
it's
do-
him. And they had the security swarmed him again.
You should get his phone number and put him on a podcast.
He was good.
No, put him on and say, listen, I want to talk to you when you're sober. You can represent a whole new
shit. Be
breakthrough.
like, how'd you feel about that?
You can break through a whole new thing. How much did it cost you? And how did you feel about coming to see your buddy, Shane, and trying to ruin my fucking show?
Yeah, but I don't want to. It'd be like naming a school shooter on the news.
True.
I don't know if I want to give him the publicity.
No, but you're not treating him nicely. You're saying, look, you're
Yeah.
representing all the assholes every comedian's dealt with.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Nah,
idea.
they helped the show.
They did.
They're always like, dude, I
What?
helped.
They were just laughing.
True.
Oh, we're not allowed to laugh. Yes.
They always say the same shit. Oh, in front of the comedy club, they're talking to me. I can't talk back. It's like, no, not like that.
Yeah, and I'm not talking to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
We
and
actually,
you're drunk, so you're like, he's talking to me.
did you ever have a guy leave by his own
He's
volition?
talking straight to me.
Did you ever have a guy
and the
leave
only
by his
time
own
we're talking,
volition?
he used to go, be quiet.
Yeah.
Then they
Not
think
a
that's
chance.
crowd work.
Not a
Then we
chance.
went, hey, could
Yeah.
you be quiet? Oh, he's trying to talk to me.
Now we're
to
doing
shut
our
you
act.
up.
Now we're doing the act I dreamed about, where me and him become friends after the show.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, I think you should definitely get the guy
Get one of
because
those guys
it
off.
really is disturbing. Well, I don't know, but I mean, it could be the worst idea of all time. It probably is, but it's just disturbing because when you think about how many of these people are fans, because
Yeah.
people think of hecklers as people trying to ruin your show sometimes, but I'd say 80% of the time they're fans. They're
Yeah, that
drunk.
very rarely
For sure.
happens. Once you have fans, it rarely happens where somebody's heckling you to ruin the show.
No,
When
they're
you
usually
don't have
sitting
fans-
there. The people that hate you are sitting there quietly.
Yeah, when you don't
can
have
see 'em, you
fans,
don't even pay
it's an
attention.
entire room of people who hate you.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what you're going to say. And
Yeah.
they're up there saying wild shit. And there's somebody that's like, hey, asshole, shut the fuck up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And people are like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you got a heckler.
Yeah.
Or when they get you with a good one and the crowd laughs. You're
Yeah.
like, fuck, that
I always
was funny.
give it up. I always give it up. I'm like, damn,
Oh,
that's
for
good.
sure.
But I feel like when they get called out, they go like, all right, I'm gonna turn this around. They keep doubling down. They're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm finally like, you gotta
Yes.
get out. And they're like, no, I'm not gonna leave.
Dude, there was a guy in Brea this weekend,
Mhm.
front row. And Brea's a huge room. It's like 500, 600
Yeah.
seats. He's in the front. And anytime the crowd was laughing or I had like a good joke, he would go, Shane. And he did it from the start. And I was like, bro, please stop. He kept fucking going. His buddy's sitting across from him like,
Stop.
dude, stop. And he would stop himself and then forget. And like 2 minutes later be like, Shane.
It's so
It was fucking crazy.
it's so fucking infuriating.
Yeah.
I once had a woman that was not, she was trying to, like she was drunk. I could tell. She's by herself. She was an old rocker
Should be
chick.
illegal.
I get some of those. And she was, but you could tell like she was just like, had been through the mill. And she's by herself. And she goes, every time I'd finish a joke before the laugh, I didn't realize there's a slight pause before people laugh after you finish a joke. I think they go right into laughter. But it's always a second and then they laugh. In that millisecond, she would go, yeah. And through the whole night, off slightly, and nobody would know except me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was trying to explain to her, but meanwhile, I was like, what are you busting her balls for?
Of
And
course.
she's even horrified. Like, she almost started crying. I'm like, all right, just, and it was just such a weird vibe.
Oh man.
How about that girl in Philly with the laugh? Do you remember that? Were you there for that one? There's a girl in the front row that was like borderline, it sounded like sexual. And she was in the front and it was like anytime, and she couldn't stop because once I pointed it out, she couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
And it was like, like this insane fucking thing.
What?
And you can't be like, hey,
Shut up.
shut up.
I know
It's
that's
like
the
you're
problem.
having
Your
the most
laugh
fun.
is unacceptable.
Yeah. Why would you sit in the front? You knew you laughed like this.
Yeah.
You banished a man?
And bananas? We exercised him.
Banished in bananas.
We exercised him from the crowd. We just kept it going, and finally his bros left, and he was like, and he just walked away.
That's so
We got
funny.
him. He reached a fever pitch, and he just was like, and just walked
Bananas
away.
was the first place I ever kicked the table out.
That's good.
That was the first place. I never kicked people out.
Yeah,
that was the only
someone
place.
kicked like 10 tables out
It
of
was
my
just-
one show. There was like half the people.
One of the openers must have kicked him out.
Honestly, if I had my way, and I've said this for 30 years, I would not allow drinking in comedy clubs ever.
That'd be great.
But then you don't get paid as much.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Not.
That's the
Definitely
problem.
not. Just the food
No
has to
drinking.
go by the food. Just
No drinking alcohol. No.
What about a 2-drink maximum?
Well, maybe the
True.
problem is they're drunk before they get there, so
Yeah,
it
for
probably
sure.
wouldn't even work.
or
For
just
sure.
swallow like a tranquilizing pill, just to loosen them up, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like a Klonopin.
Well,
Yeah.
now a lot of people are stoned the whole show, which also has a weird energy, you know?
People on mushrooms are weird heckle. They don't even try to heckle you. They'll just be like, "That's very good."
Yes. Yeah, and
That's
they're just
smart.
like laughing, like, oh, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you surprised you're at a comedy show? You know,
Or
They're
the
stoned.
people that are stoned are sitting there like looking at you like the whole show.
Yeah.
And then you get done and you're like, you guys hate that whole table hated me. And they're like, that was the best show. I've ever-"
Yeah.
Like, you're like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
And that fucks you up. If you see one table just of dudes
Yeah.
that you know are fans
Just
because
like-
they're high and
Yeah.
you're like, all right, that guy obviously likes me.
Mm.
He's wearing a fucking shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
And that the whole table's like, You're like, fuck, I'm not living up to what they thought.
By the way, we're not we left out one thing. So my comedy now is Vietnam veteran comedians like Blake Clark. Do you know Blake Clark?
No.
Is?
What?
He was in a bunch of Sandler movies, and he did stand up in 80s and 90s, and he was on the Tonight Show as a Vietnam. He was a lieutenant in Vietnam, and he was like, in it like a heavily.
Wow.
I think he was a heavily decorated guy. I think he was like a real war hero, and he was a stand-up, like a legitimate stand-up for years, from Georgia. And his opening joke used to be, I was in. I grew up in Georgia. I joined the army. I was in Vietnam, and he goes, and I still have flashbacks of Georgia. Because I'm the only one that had flashbacks in Vietnam.
Yeah, I wonder how many vets were comedians. How many other guys?
And there used to be a guy, Frankie Bastille, who claimed he was a Vietnam vet, and the way he behaved, you believe him. Rich Voss knows him very well too, and I only say that because I knew him. I worked with him a few times. But I know if Rich Voss hears this, he'll be like, I was close with it. It's like, all right, you were closer with him than I was.
Man,
Voss.
Voss. I miss Voss. I don't see him anymore.
No, you don't?
No, I used to see. He was the first guy to take me on the road.
He's the greatest.
He's the funniest fucking guy.
Funniest guy in the world.
He is actually might be one of the funniest
one of the funniest
people of all time.
Absolutely.
Everything he does.
I love Voss.
I just seeing him now. He's nice to me, which is very funny.
Yeah.
'Cause he always, he was always very nice.
He was
to me.
always a ball buster.
But
right?
like, I remember right when I got SNL, he was like, not joking. He came up and was like, I've always been good to you, right? I was like, holy shit.
But that's what I love about him. He didn't try to hide it.
No.
Now some people might say he's too dumb to hide it, but it's more than that. You know what? It is that. But
when you've been watching it, he posts. Do you have Instagram? He posts landscaping videos.
No shit. I watch them all the time. They're the worst.
Landscaping with Rich.
They stink.
They stink. They're so
Dude,
funny.
him on Digital Graffiti was unbelievable.
So we had this show.
That was
where-
Physical graffiti?
It was called Digital Graffiti.
Oh.
We had a show where
See how old I am? I go physical graffiti.
There was
I wait for
a
Zeppelin.
there was a screen behind the comedian,
Yeah.
and there was a group text of other comedians on the screen making fun of the comedian, and they couldn't see it. The
Oh.
comedian on stage.
Yeah, what we were saying, the chat was coming up
Trashing
behind a
your
comedian
friend,
as
yeah.
they try
Yeah.
to perform, and the
so
audience
a roast, a silent roast, basically,
Right,
where the
right.
audience can see it,
Silent.
and they're laughing.
Oh my
And
and
you're
the
God.
trying to do
comedian has no
material.
idea what everyone's laughing at.
you can't turn around and look.
And we would do it to open micers and ourselves. And the only good comedian we ever did it to was Voss. I asked him
but
to
he
host
didn't know
the show.
he didn't know what was going
He
on.
didn't know what the fucking show was.
He
I
still
didn't-
doesn't know.
I didn't know. No, he holds it against us to
He
this
was so
day.
mad.
He was so fucking mad.
But usually, do I would do like 3 minutes, and you just can't take it.
It's the worst feeling in the
Your
world.
people are laughing at you. Were saying it
Oh,
before.
of course, it's
people
the
are
worst.
laughing at you, and you don't know what they're laughing at, so you invent what they're laughing at.
you
You're like,
think it's the
"Fuck."
worst, most insecure thing you can think of.
And he did fucking
But
like 12
Voss,
minutes
Voss
nonstop.
just eviscerated us.
Oh,
The
it's
guy's
crazy.
texting.
Yeah.
He would like lean forward and look at the screen for a second and be like, oh, real fucking funny. Like he was just
It's like, I did more. I
He was
spent
the
more
only
on my
guy on
teeth
earth.
than these guys made all year.
Yeah.
I was like, damn,
Boy, yeah.
you rule.
Voice is, believe me, even when we used to do Opie and Anthony, people would be trashing Voice.
there's compilations of you versus Voss on
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
and they're some of my favorite things in the world to fucking listen to.
Because Voice, you'll be attacking him, and it's almost like people almost feel bad. That everyone's ganging up on him, and then he slowly,
He
starts
swinging
counterpunching.
back.
and he just starts going after everybody's jugular, and it's so funny. And his spirit is like, "You take me down, you fucking not without a fight," and it's so great.
He's the only one who made it through. He was the only person to stand that
Yeah.
and go through it. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
to
of
see.
course.
Well, that's because he was doing fucking. He's used to that.
True.
That's nothing to him.
Nothing.
That was crazy.
But yeah, I would
It's
look at
very
all the
mean stuff,
Vietnam
too.
comedians. That would be kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, but this guy Frankie Bastille, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So Frankie Bastille, he was said he's a Vietnam vet. I'm pretty sure he was, but he had a black heart tattoo over his heart. And he was like he was like a Jersey Bill Hicks. Like he would just go up and be like, "Man, let me tell you people something." And the only reason I think he was a Vietnam vet because one time I went on and bombed, and he goes on after me. He's the headliner. It was a one-nighter, and he goes, "Do you think I fought in Vietnam so you dumb fucks could not like this guy? You fucking asshole." And he just like
Oh, wow.
eviscerated the guy. I know, I loved him for it. But I mean,
Damn. Truly a hero.
yeah, he was great. And I thought we almost, and we did a couple of gigs together. We did a couple of gigs together, but he was one of those guys that, just seemed like a Vietnam guy, And he did say it on stage, so I'm assuming he was.
He was a school bus driver that was a Vietnam guy.
Really?
And he was fired. He would get fucking fired.
That's a good
He'd
bus
start
driver,
Screaming
yeah.
at people.
That's a good bus driver.
Yeah. That is a good bus driver. Guy who's seen some things.
For sure.
All right, we should wrap this
Yeah, let's
up.
do it.
All right, guys.
Hey,
Dude, thanks for doing this.
thank you very
Sure.
much for coming and
Appreciate
doing
you.
this.
No, pleasure.
This was awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
Bye, Jose.